Well, we're starting a new series here on the Dead Red podcast, and that is the Thursday Night Football series where once a month, me and Sox Arizona will call a game. Obviously, we just selected this one today, and then next month you guys can actually vote on in my community notes and on Twitter. I'll count the votes probably at the end of the 5 days, and we'll go forward with it. Obviously, yes, we know there's a Yankee game on. They're walking Judge, so I don't think anything's going to come of it tonight. Obviously, Alex Cora, well, that's the wrong one right there. I'm going to put in the logo, but Sox, man, how you doing? Obviously, you're all decked out in Giants gear.
Yeah, man, feeling good about the Giants. I always feel the same way about NFL. Like, you don't get many games, so like let's just cherish these games that we get. Giants with 2-0 record, feeling good. Excited to do this game tonight, and hopefully the Judge doesn't hit his big home run against the Sox, but we'll see.
Right, and they keep walking him, but shouts to everybody in the chat. MH, he says, Judge ain't getting no pitches to hit. See, that's why I kind of tuned out of tonight's game. Tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow. Cool intro, boys. What a Sox Giant. Yep, a Sox Giants fan. That's Sox Arizona, right?
Yeah,
how do you think the two of us, interacted?
Yeah.
What is up with the brownie, the elf, that logo not manly in the least? I don't know, man. I mean, that's what's on the field for them.
Mixed reviews.
Yep. And then the Orioles are beating the Astros, and Bradish has 5 Ks in 2.2 innings. The Blue Jays Rays have been on for over an hour, and they are only in the second inning, 6-3 Rays. Shoutouts to Jeff Nelson as well. Good luck on Judge getting the record. Well-deserved, young man. Awesome. Not sure. Thanks, guys. But Noshi will be a good game to view. Pickett should be the starting QB at this point. Mitch has time to adjust and don't see it. Yeah, he's kind of doing a Daniel Jones thing where he's not reading the field. Good to know. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do, actually. I think we should save the picks for halftime, but we should present our score predictions and everything that's going to go on tonight. Anything you want to add in. Game, I think, is supposed to kick off around 8:15. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to take a look at that right now. Yep, 8:15 on Prime. Obviously, that's what we're tuning into. So one of us might be one behind, and now my Prime is lagging. So maybe Sox is in front. Who knows? But that's Amazon Prime for you.
Yeah.
So Sox, obviously, your dad is a Browns fan.
Yes.
Who's winning tonight's game? Give us a score prediction on your side.
I'm gonna take the Browns, and when I pick the Giants, it's because I just want them to win. But I really think the Browns are gonna win a close game. All these games in this division are just smash mouth. It's always how it's been. We know what we're gonna get for the most part. Who knows? An offense might go off today. I think it's gonna be one of those 24-17 games, and I think it's gonna be ground and pound.
All right. So apparently, now it just appears that my fucking computer is, or at least the one I'm operating on, is not being too good to me. So let me see. I have it open on this part on the computer I'm currently operating on. So I'm going to try to log into another internet thing. I don't think it's going to work on this computer. But anyway, it was a good enough try. Unfortunately, I can't plug it into my TV and whatnot. But looks like we're just about to kick off. My light goes out. But anyway, the over-under is only 37. 2 defensive teams.
I'll take the under.
Teams. I'll take the under, and I'll take the Cleveland Browns by a score of 20-13. Let's go with that. Obviously, they're lining up at midfield right now. Now we will take the time to present the inactives for each team tonight. Kendrick Green, Mason Rudolph, Steven Sims, Isaiah Loudermilk, Mark Robinson, the 6th-round pick, and then David Aneni for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then 2 injuries for the Browns, Jadeveon Clowney, and then Chris Hubbard with an illness. The rest of the inactives, Joe Haig, Demetric Felton, Kellen Mond, Richard LeCount, and Michael Woods II. So we're going to be focusing on different things tonight. Obviously, they're going to go do that thing with the Browns thing. I guess maybe whatever they're doing, I don't know. I don't have my volume on, obviously, for copyright reasons. We're going to go over multiple controversies in this game.
Oh, they're gonna smash the Steelers' guitar.
Ah, okay. So okay. Um, but yeah, so it's going to be an interesting game. We know how these teams have matched up over the years. Very rivalry. It's a good rivalry. If anything, it's very tasty rivalry. So we're going to get set very soon. I have the goalpost socks. What do you have now? The end of the goalpost. So we're
Yeah.
almost on
Now the
time, not
field.
on time. I'm looking at Chris Boswell right now. He's
Yeah.
actually about to kick off. We're going to take a look. Once this kickoff is there, Jerome Ford is the one that's going to be returning the football. We'll be looking at the Browns stats once they get on the field in terms of offense. Now Boswell is going to kick it away, and here we go. So Jerome Ford is back, and he's going to let it go into the end zone. Jacoby Brissett and the Browns offense will start first. Now look at some stats and analytics. Offense, they're 9th in offense. They're 26th in passing. They're first in rushing, which is no surprise. Nick Chubb is actually the second leading rusher in the NFL, right behind the New York Giants' Saquon Barkley. And then they're 29th in pass play percentage, 5th in pass play percentage on first down, 3rd in run play percentage, and 5th in run play percentage on first down. So they're very run-heavy team with Jacoby Brissett, as they do have the tight ends in motion, along with Donovan Peoples-Jones. And I'm predicting that they do run the ball on the first snap, and they're going to give it right to Nick Chubb, and he does not have much room to wiggle. The Steelers defense being right there as we go to second down. Let's take a look at the defensive stats for the Steelers. They're 26th in total defense, 30th in pass defense, 22nd in run defense, and 13th in points, 25th in blitz percentage, 24th in pressure percentage, and 6th in sacks. Kevin Stefanski is the play caller, so he's going to be doing all the maneuvering for the Browns, as they do have Peoples-Jones and Njoku in motion. And they will hand it off to Chubb once again. He's got a hole. He's got a first down. Down to the near 30, I think that's the 30 or the 35-yard line, or maybe even the 40, but that's another first down for Nick Chubb.
You got a big hole right there. They just pushed him right out of the way, and he tries to hurdle a guy.
Once he got trying to double team the little combo block there between Jedrick Wills and Joel Bitonio. Minkah Fitzpatrick saves that from a touchdown. He's had a very good season to start off. The Steelers defense doesn't rank well, but he's a very good playmaker on that side of the ball. Brissett calling out signals. He takes the snap. He's looking for his man under pressure, and he's going to throw it away. Will they count it as a sack? It looks as of right now that he threw it away in time. Cam Hayward was busting in on that right side.
It was a nice job throwing out of that sack. He's big. He's hard to take down, man. He's a big quarterback. We saw him do that with the Colts as well.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin, he has not had a losing season. So I know a lot of fans are happy, but they're unhappy at the same time. TJ Watt on the sidelines dealing with the pec injury. Thankfully for Steeler fans, he is not out for the season. Brissett with Kareem Hunt in motion. He's going to take it. He's going to throw it to his wide receiver. Nice play by the Steelers defense. Cam Sutton, Malik Reed, and amongst others, tackling Amari Cooper. Little cute play right there, and it's now 3rd down and long.
Perfect game for me would be a 7-0 Browns win. Because I got that Steelers D in fantasy, so I'm kind of torn right here. So we need a low score.
Or 3-0 Browns victory.
Or 3-0. That'd be better.
Empty backfield for Jacoby Brissett. He will take the snap. Brissett looks, and he's that's nice, tipped away.
Nice play.
Trying to figure that who is that on defense? Number 29. I think that may have been Witherspoon, but I'll definitely take a look. So Brissett takes the snap. It looks like he was going for Peoples-Jones there, but knocked away.
That throw was there for a second. He waited a little bit too long. It's Wallace. He let Wallace get over there in time.
So it is 4th down. They will send on the punting unit. That is Corey Bojorquez. I think that's his name, or at least how you pronounce it. And it is going to go into the end zone, so a little bit too far of a kick. And now the Steelers offense will go forward with Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. And I guess, well, while they're on commercial break, I'm going to actually pull up the Steelers roster while I'm at it. We're going to talk some controversy that happened this past week. Really, the past 2 weeks with these Pittsburgh Steelers, as they are on a short week. Last week, they played New England on Sunday. By the way, that tackle, yes, was made by former Bill Levon. I can't even say names at this point. Levi Wallace with the tackle. But with that being said, as Sox goes to get whatever, we're going to talk about some controversy that happened this past week that the Prime show will probably tell you about just in a minute. So, Mitch Trubisky wasn't necessarily efficient, and he hasn't been efficient as a quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. There was a lot of times that he was missing receivers last week. Here is what George Pickens, the wide receiver, second-round pick from Georgia, had to say. I always have a step on somebody. I'm going to remove the banner so everybody could see it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I always have a step on somebody, and my step is naturally longer than the other person. I'm actually fast. I'm always going to have a step, and I always feel like 99% of the time I'm open, even though the ball gets there in the air and the defender gets time to catch back up. But I'm open as soon as I get off the line. So with all the frustrations that have been happening in this offense, it's really been happening in this offense for the last few years with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here is what Mitch Trubisky and offensive coordinator Matt Canada had to say. Trubisky said, I can take shots downfield earlier, adding that in his words, I think I could look for Pickens more often. And then Matt Canada said, I'd love to get George more involved. Those who've been at practice and camp know how talented he is. So I guess with the Steelers offense coming on the field, they're going to be looking for him to get open. So Mitch Trubisky, more of the game managing quarterback. If I haven't seen your comment already, please comment. I'll get to some comments as well. Like, comment, and subscribe, everybody, to Big Beat Reactions. All these different channels we have in the bio.
In the realm. All the channels in the realm.
Yes, sir. So 13 minutes officially to play.
That was quick.
Here in the first quarter. Quick 2 minutes, but a basic, other than the Nick Chubb run, 3 and out. So Mitch Trubisky has Najee Harris in the backfield, and Steelers fans are critical of him. They got their tight ends in motion. Craig Gentry. Actually, that's Zach Gentry. I get confused with those, but here's the run, fake.
There we go.
To Trubisky, and he's going to run out of it, and it is a catch on the sideline. It looks to be caught. Deontay Johnson with the catch, and it moves the chains for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nice play, little comeback route. We thought Mitch was in trouble right there for a second. Nice job getting out of there.
Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed. We'll break out the stats in just a second.
Do we have our picks? Do we have our picks from the last couple weeks?
I actually have yet to calculate that. So
okay, I can help you with it too. I can go back and do week 1 if you want.
So Najee Harris on the carry, about 1 or 2 yards. Obviously, this Steelers offense isn't big with running the football. I think we already talked about the Steelers offense a little bit. Just pull up the graphic to refresh people. They're 30th in total offense, 26th in passing, 26th in rushing, 18th in points, 10th in pass play percentage, 5th in pass play percentage on first down, 19th in run play percentage, and then 5th in run percentage on first down. That may have been a miscalculation, but anyway, they're mostly a passing offense. As they will hand off and not get much. Najee Harris maneuvers some yardage there, and that will bring up 3rd and medium.
Big 3rd down. Shout out to Tony. Tony's a big subscriber on Big B Reactions. I appreciate you being here, my man.
So that is Joe Woods, the defensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns. Shout out to everybody in chat. Trubisky in an empty set. He takes the snap. He's got ample time. He's looking down the field, and it is incomplete. Denzel Ward in coverage. No flag on the play. Deontay Johnson thought there should have been a flag, but it will be 4th down and 5. The Steelers will send out Presley Harvin III to punt.
So do you have an AFC team that would be your, if you had to choose one? Because the Browns would be mine. Yeah.
Not really. I don't think I have one. Mostly they're all in the AFC. Excuse me, NFC.
Okay.
And this is punted away, and a fair catch is called right there. Catch made. I believe that was Chester Rogers who made the catch, recently called up from the practice squad, or maybe been somebody else. But with that being said, we will go to commercial. And while the Browns offense gets back on the field, we're going to talk about something that happened last week. Of course, many of you know that the New York Jets took home a victory against the Cleveland Browns. Comeback from 10 plus points. They were projected to lose 99% within 2 minutes left. So what caused the mistake is Nick Chubb, when he could have just ran it out and stayed in bounds, he went into the end zone and gave the Jets another chance. They went down the field. They scored on after the touchdown by Nick Chubb, and then onside kick returned in their favor, touchdown, and then an interception by Ashton Davis. So while I go over that, I have yet to upload the Nick Chubb graphics, so just going to get that up for you guys right now. Okay.
The Browns made a few tough plays, and there were a few questionable plays there at the end that could have won them that game.
So Nick Chubb said, I probably should have scored right there. Honestly, looking back at it, Chubb told reporters Tuesday, it cost us the game. A lot of things went wrong, not just one thing, but collectively as a unit, as a team, we could have done all different things different, but it's only a problem because we didn't win, so I probably should have went down. Basically saying that it was his fault that his team made mistakes because, well, he could have just, ran it out. And then Kevin Stefanski followed that up with, put it on me in terms of, not just blaming Nick Chubb. And the players do not hide from it. I do not hide from it in terms of taking accountability for their mistakes. As the Bengals are 0-2, the Ravens are 1-1, the Browns are 1-1, and guess what? The Pittsburgh Steelers are 1-1. So it is a 3-way tie for first place in that division. Very
Winner
competitive.
tonight gets first place. Browns
Yep.
playing for first place at home. Can't get any better than that. I bet you they're sold out tonight.
Right. So, Shas, unpopular opinion sports. Why is my boy a roach? I mean, where is your boy a roach? On Monday's show, I was trying to kill a cockroach that was over here. So that was all fun and games. Yes, they are talking about the whole Jets thing that happened. Kevin Stefanski out there. And we'll get the second drive from the Cleveland Browns. Probably going to start out with a run. Kareem Hunt lined up in the slot as a wide receiver. Brissett, he's going to take the snap. Chubb, and what a nice play right there. That's Alex Highsmith. He is the sack leader for the Pittsburgh Steelers, minimalizing the gain, if any, for Nick Chubb, and that will bring up second down.
He's going to get a lot of touches tonight. They're not going to shy away from the run just because it's not working early. He got a nice run early, but.
Definitely. So Nick Chubb is now first in the NFL in rushing yards.
First game of week 3. Saquon is going to get his yards this week. Don't forget it.
Kareem Hunt. And he doesn't get much. So now it is going to be third and about 6.
There was a play where Kareem Hunt needed to go down, and he went out of bounds as well last week. They had that game won twice.
Yeah, so very tough circumstances, but they killed themselves in some of those fashions. So Jack Conklin is back. I believe this is the first week he is back for the Cleveland Browns. So it's 3rd and 6 against this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Hunt is now going to motion as a wide receiver. And someone may have stepped off sides. I guess they did or they didn't. That is Alex Highsmith. So likely leading to about 3rd and short. Clay Martin, the referee, indicates it in his offsides penalty on Alex Highsmith. So it is repeating 3rd down. And Highsmith just was too aggressive there. He steps in the neutral zone.
They usually don't call that. They usually let him get back, but somebody on the line must have moved.
Yeah. So it's 3rd and 1. The Steelers Could have had some prime position there, but they could easily run it up here. Now, Kareem Hunt is the third down back in the backfield, so they could do some short stuff. Peoples-Jones in motion, takes the snap,
Here
and
we go.
he's
Yes, sir.
sacked. Getting there, looks like it was a couple of different guys. Larry Ogunjobi, the former Cleveland Brown himself, gets to the quarterback. See where they credit it as well, because there was multiple guys in there. So Ogunjobi, not a great block by Wyatt Teller there. And then Alex Highsmith. So they'll probably give them half a sack each. But Ogunjobi at least takes half. He'll get some credit on there. So it will be another fourth down. Corey Bojorquez is on for the punt. I believe the returner will be Gunnar Olszewski. And nearly blocked. Now, he was run into, so maybe they call that a penalty. And a bit of a shank there as well. Is there a penalty on the play? Looks to be not. So, Steelers are set up in prime position. Their offense hasn't been functioning well. But, hey, maybe they get back on the field, and maybe they do some stuff.
I want to know, was that a shank, or did he, kick it off his guy? Because, I mean, they got up close.
It was a shank.
It was a shank?
So they're taking their little 30-second break. I'm going to actually put this light on, because my shit is all tangled here.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for being here, man.
Yes, thanks for being here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Sub up to Big Beat Reaction, Sox Arizona, Big Blue in the Bronx, NYY News, all those channels, Pinstripe Chronicles as well. So let's see what really happened on the Bojorquez punt. And it was slightly tipped, so Sox kind of had, some insight on
his helmet there.
The former Detroit Lion was the one who came in there. He's obviously very good on special teams. He's a defensive back. So Mitchell Trubisky will come on once again. They are at approximately the 48-yard line of the Cleveland Browns. Chase Claypool, the Notre Dame man, in motion. And they're going to give it off to Najee Harris, who's got some ways to run. He's pushing, he's fighting. He's got the near first down.
That dude runs nasty, man, for real.
He is a pusher. That is definite. So he'll be close, if not past the sticks already, and just some nice movement up there on the offensive line. The key block on Anthony Walker by Mason Cole, the center. As they're looking at the replay and, some of his stuff and his stats and his age. So they are now approximately at the 38. Najee Harris takes it again, and this defense still comes in. They do a slightly better job. Anthony Walker, amongst other Cleveland Browns, on the tackle. Second down.
Steelers line's getting a good push those last couple plays. You can see, Najee gets 4 or 5 good ones there.
Obviously, Najee Harris, second season. He had over 1,000 yards last year for the Steelers.
Guy's talented.
And this is despite them not having a good offense. They really haven't had a good offense in the last few years. They're going to screen it out, and looks like it was George Pickens who got the reception, but a lot of Cleveland Brown jerseys on the play. Now it's third down. I don't like that play call right there, personally, me.
Yeah, man. I mean, especially with your corner playing up tight like that. If he's playing back a little bit, maybe that works. You get a blocker out there in time, but
Martin Emerson was the one who made initial contact, followed by Anthony Walker. So Walker's been around ways this game. It is third down, 36-yard line. Trubisky is being chased. Making the catch is Harris. He's trying to finagle his way, and he is stopped on fourth down. They are well into field goal territory, so that will likely bring on Chris Boswell, or does Mike Tomlin opt to go for it? I honestly don't know. I don't think so. So they are bringing Trubisky off the field with Chris Boswell coming on the field. So we'll see how he does. Obviously, one of the best kickers in the NFL. Shouts to Tudo Izuri in the chat. What's going on? I'll definitely check out those skits, Tony. So Boswell, it's going to be about a 50-yard attempt from the 30, 31, 32-yard line. Boswell, the snap, the kick. It's a weird one. It's wide right.
He missed it. We got to see if there's wind in Cleveland. It looked like he hooked it a little bit.
I
but
want to say there is wind. I want to say wide right. Wind played a factor, and Boswell's not a guy that misses kicks often.
that is a
Yeah, it
big
looks like there's some wind factoring in. So no good. The Cleveland Browns catch a break.
Boswell doesn't miss, man.
So some surprise right there. Definitely some surprise. I do want to go over some missed comments. Look at the wind on the refs' jerseys. Yeah, definitely playing a factor. Orioles update heading into the sixth inning. Bradish has a perfect game through 5 and has 7 strikeouts up 2-0. If the Roach comes back, put camera on him. Yeah. You know what? We might have some Roach cam. Texans and Commanders here. Big beat reactions. Yay. Over under Kenny G touchdowns. 2.5. In terms of this season or
Over.
It's got to be this season of the game. Definitely not over 2.5 for the game because obviously some of the stuff he said. Get some passes to Cooper. Let's go Chubb. Jets is saying hello earlier. 3 players for my fantasy teams tonight, and I have the Browns defense in a few leagues. LOL Roach Cam. Let me tell you something, Sox. Tony's a funny guy. I must say, last Friday we had a stream. It was Brewers and it was Yankees.
I saw that.
The Yankees ended up blowing a 5-0 lead. They ended up blowing the game overall. But honestly, we didn't pay much attention to the game. And with that being said, we were just looking. First of all, I don't know how, but we started looking up Guinness Book of World Records. So there's one. Then we started going in. I don't remember the second thing we started going into. I want to say it was stupid laws or dirty jokes. And then Tony, before we got into the stupid laws, was talking about how some woman was in romantic relations, to put it in a PG way, with 973 men in 24 hours.
Okay.
So
that's very interesting, especially on a night where you're streaming the Brewers and Yankees. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think we paid any attention to the game until it got to crunch time.
Right.
All right, so Nick Chubb is back in the backfield, Njoku and Peoples-Jones in motion. I think the Steelers defense ought to figure out by now that those two are the best run blockers. And this is to Chubb. He's not going anywhere.
Look at the push by Hayward right there. Big, strong fella.
That's Cam Hayward and Malik
now
Reed.
lagging.
Hayward's just pushing. He's getting double teamed too at first. Then Batonio loses his block a little bit. Brissett, he looks, he fires, and it is dropped by Nick Chubb. Alex Highsmith in coverage, and it's 3rd down and 9. Pretty much been the staple of this night for both offenses, and really both offenses all year, other than the running game for the Cleveland Browns, and is once again 3rd and 9, 5:31 left to go. So they got Kareem Hunt in as the 3rd down back, probably their best pass protector. Showing some blitz. Hunt motioning in. Brissett takes the snap. Brissett, he's got his man Njoku, and Levi Wallace with the coverage. Is it good enough for the 1st down? It looks pretty close.
Got there.
I want to say that the referees are marking it short. Yes, they are. And, if you're Kevin Stefanski here, your offense really hasn't done much of anything. You probably want to go for it.
Gotta go. Right on the new Elf logo. Let's see if they got it. The keeper. Let's see. He got it.
And he's got the 1st down. He's got the 1st down by a couple of inches. So the Cleveland Browns will be on opposing territory for the first time tonight.
How do you feel about Brownie the Elf?
How do I feel about who?
Brownie the Elf.
I personally don't care for it, but hey. Brissett, he's got Chubb in the backfield, and Njoku motioning again. Probably some of the highest motion before the snap. Chubb, nice block by Bitonio. Chubb has got in an open field. He's trying to cross up Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's still going down to the 13-yard line. What a run for Nick Chubb. And now the offense is in the red zone. Some big runs there, some missed tackles, but it was a key block by Joe Bitonio, the pulling left guard, to get that run sprouted off of the right side. Stumbling a little bit, Minkah Fitzpatrick not finishing up the tackle. And now they're inside the red zone, inside the 15-yard line. So could be a pretty nice drive overall, taking advantage of the missed field goal. Chubb, he's trying to bounce around. Nothing doing there. Akello Witherspoon, who they acquired from Seattle last year, makes the tackle. So it's now second down. So Tony's loving the Nick Chubb stuff. I believe Nick Chubb is on his fantasy team. So it is second down and 9 with about 3:10 left to go. Mike Tomlin just watching his team from the sidelines. Brissett calling out the signals. Takes the snap. He looks for his man. Touchdown, Amari Cooper. Helping a couple of guys out on fantasy. And the Browns take advantage of the missed field goal. It's 6-0.
That was a nice drive right there.
Sprung up by the Nick Chubb run. 7 plays, 60 yards in 3 minutes. And this is goal line defense, so they did have Terrell Edmonds covering, which is a difficult task. Straight up touchdown for Amari Cooper. I will update the graphic once we get the point after try.
That's really hurting my fantasy team. I cannot go 0-3.
Kick is up by Cade York, and it is good, and is 7-0 Browns. Now, Steeler fans, if there's anyone watching, Steeler fans, I do have some good news for you guys. Every time we've streamed a Steeler game on here, they have won. Steelers-Giants, Steelers-Browns from last year, the one that was, at Steelers. And then there was another one, Bears at Steelers. So, you know what? If you're a Steelers fan, don't get down right now. Still early. But definitely these guys making an impact early and good enough. It is 7-0. I'm going to put the graphic up just a second. We're going to update the background. But it's also a fun time for you guys to make sure you like the stream, subscribe, share it out, do all that good stuff. Sub up to the channels, including the ones in the bio: Pinstripe Chronicles, Big Beat Reactions, Sox Arizona. So let's get that up right here. Got 7-0. Steelers offense, man, they have to start moving it a little bit. They cannot be getting cute, and I think that's honestly what they're doing right now.
Yeah. I mean, I like the way they were playing when they gave it to Naj those 2 straight times. Get back to the run game a little bit. Yeah, Cooper got you guys some good points right there. I was surprised they found him, And Njoku hasn't got many targets this season either, but guys are riding with him in fantasy too, so we'll see how it goes.
So just an update for any of our baseball fans. Aaron Judge is now up at the plate with 2 runners on, and the Yankees are currently in the lead 1-0. So just some factoids for that, but some box score stuff before we get back to the game. Mitch Trubisky is 3 for 4, 15 yards, about 3.8 yards per throw. Brissett, 4 for 7, 3 yards per throw. He's got 1 touchdown, 21 yards. Nick Chubb, 6 carries, 54 yards. 36-yard run was the one that led him into the red zone. 9 yards per run. Najee Harris, 4 carries, 19 yards, 4.8 yards per carry. Deontay Johnson leads the Steelers in receiving. Amari Cooper leads the Cleveland Browns in receiving. And Anthony Walker has the most tackles of anybody this game with 5. So there are some fun facts. Chris Boswell obviously 0 for 1.
Yankee Stadium is on its feet. Everybody is up in that stadium.
Yep. and he's probably going to get walked again. He'll probably have the most walks by the end of the season.
Come on, walk him.
Cooper is definitely missed in Dallas. Pickett needs to play. Period. Both rules. Yeah, two not very good offensive teams. We are back at the game here. Cade York has kicked it off, and Gunnar Olszewski will just leave it in the end zone. So now the Steelers' offense will come back out, and they're talking about Mitch Trubisky. Grew up in Ohio, so he's a hometown kid. See, why are people mentioning me? Okay. With that being said, they will come out for offense once again. The Steelers' O-line has protected Mitch at times. I got some rookies on that offensive line, some second-year players. Mason Cole, the veteran center. Chua Okafor has been playing right tackle for a few years. Trubisky play action, got some pressure. It's actually going to be a screen and nice tackle. Got to see who that was on the play, but the running back was Jaylen Warren, who is a rookie. Got so many tabs open here.
Judge got a couple good pitches to hit there, Walker's going right at him, actually.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 1-2. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. Nice defensive discipline right there by the Cleveland Browns, as they haven't really let the Steelers much up to anything. Claypool in motion. Trubisky rolls. He gets his man, Deontay Johnson. That's a 1st down. Tackle made by Denzel Ward. That moves the chains to the 39-yard line for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and another 1st down. Zach Campbell is there tonight. Fuck him.
Dude. Okay. That guy, I'm telling you. I was a fan of him when I was younger, when he first started making videos, but just, ooh.
Jaylen Warren with a couple of yards, probably about 7 to 8, and it will be 2nd down and short as Judge goes down on strikes. So,
did you see the video of the pile for his 60th?
Yes, I did.
Judge strikes out.
Trubisky, he got pressure on that side, throws it downfield. Oh my God! What a catch by George Pickens.
A catch!
He says, "Browns fans, stay quiet."
That was unbelievable.
Finally found his man, Martin Emerson. Oh my goodness! What a catch!
Get ready for the internet to blow up. That is going.
The internet is about to meme everybody. Odell,
boys and girls, that is a hell of a catch right there with one hand.
Handoff, about 5 yards on the carry, but that's going to be looked at for the rest of the night as George Pickens got them into the red zone.
That is the play of the night right there.
Yep, double move. Pickens fighting some hands, and he made the catch. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's got it inside the 5 for another 1st down. Jaylen Warren, rookie out of Oklahoma State. He went to 3 colleges in the course of his collegiate career. Let's see if they do get a snap off. They don't have to before the end of the 1st quarter. Went to Snow, Utah State, then Oklahoma State. So had over 1,000 yards in his 2021 season. And it looks as if they will run out the 1st quarter. But the Browns lead 7-0, and the Steelers are threatening to score. He got
good ball game.
Yeah,
here. That's what we thought we were going to get from this game here. 7-0 at the end of the 1st.
Yeah, I mean, very entertaining thus far. Even though the Steelers and the Browns, not 2 very good offensive teams, moving it down the field. So now we will change the graphic once again. To this side. And waiting on it.
Yeah, Tony, he did get mossed. That was he got Odell on that one. That was an Odell Beckham catch right there.
All right. Shouts to everybody in the chat. Hope y'all are doing well. Please leave comments, questions, all that stuff relating to any sports topic. We will be sure to answer it and get to it throughout our show tonight. As end of the 1st quarter, Sox, your thoughts right now on this game?
I like the ground and pound game. You're going to get from this division. I think the Steelers are getting it together on offense here, going down the field a little bit, handing the ball off more consistently. I think this game's going to come down to the last possession. I really do.
Right. It still could be very defensive. Still could turn out that way. As two announcements, of course, if you haven't been here before, this is something me and Sox are going to do throughout the course of the football season. Once a month, we'll pick a game to do. I'll get the poll update results on the next commercial break. One suggestion that was put in by my brother is the Jets play on Thursday Night Football in December. So he might want to come on for that and
Yes.
help us call the game. And also, once again, another update on Monday. Me, Donald, and Luca will be doing the Giants-Cowboys matchup. So
okay,
tune in for that one. You will not be disappointed.
That is going to be a lot of fun. I'll be watching that along with you guys.
Definitely. And we're at halftime. We'll be doing our picks. Obviously, we both picked the Browns this game, so we'll see if we're true blue in terms of being correct. The Texans have a Thursday Night Football game late in the season as well. I believe they do. Let's take a look at that. Texans Thursday Night Ball. So, of course, it doesn't give me the schedule. Thursday night against Philadelphia. Ugh. That's in November. So, obviously, when we get those polls up, you got to vote for your Texans so we could do that game. All right, so Browns fans are currently going crazy. This is a goal line situation. It is 1st and goal. Couple of motions, including Derek Watt. Trubisky takes the snap, gives to Harris. Harris cut to the outside. What a push. Touchdown. There is a flag. Let's see if it's going to go against the offense, but what a push by Najee Harris. And now he's telling everybody to quiet down. I don't know, man. Possibly a penalty on the play. So let's see what Clay Martin is thinking. Offside on the defense. So that penalty is declined. Najee Harris goes into the end zone, and hell, Sox, we could have a tie game right here.
Yeah. I mean, he shed off a couple. We got a couple stiff arms here. Let's look at the replay. Got outside nicely. First guy, get off me. Second guy, get off me. Third guy, right through him.
Third guy, get off me.
Third guy, right through him into the end zone. Nice play from Najee. That's what you expect from this young running back, man. He's so talented.
So Chris Boswell to tie the game. It's good. So just seconds into the second quarter, it is 7-7 Browns Steelers. And once again, they will hit the commercial break, but we will stay right here with you guys.
Something to think about.
Yep, I have the game on TV, so I am keeping a track of that game. I won't turn a blind eye to the Yankees, of course. Just won a series against the Pirates. I mean, you kind of should be winning series against the Pirates if you're the Yankees, but as they're looking back at that Odell-esque George Pickens catch, if I get a text from one Steelers fan saying that George Pickens is better than Odell, I'm probably going to smack him.
Right.
But
that was an unbelievable grab. It really was.
Honestly, man, I'm not rooting for really anyone to win this game and I'm not rooting for a tie either because ties suck. But the Steelers, I purposely kind of want to see them lose because, well, even though he says the Giants would be his second favorite team, my best friend, who is also a former co-host of the Boys in the Big Apple podcast, is a Steelers fan. So I would like to rub in his face that his team would be 1-2. And then for the Browns, man, I mean, I would root for them a little bit more. What a short kick, and now it's fumbled. So they're going to pick it up. And not much going there. It was a short kick, wobbly kick. David Bell, the rookie out of Purdue, picked it up.
And now they're showing the Odell catch.
I said Odell-esque catch, and everybody's going to be comparing it. So maybe is it one of those ramifications that he makes the catch, but the Steelers lose this game?
Look, This catch was a 50-yard bomb, a 55-yard bomb. This Pickens catch was 20 yards down the field.
Two things, though. It wasn't a touchdown, and he wasn't holding him.
Yeah,
So
there was no PI on the call.
Right. Brissett takes the snap. He's looking. He's finding his man. That is Amari Cooper. About a gain of 7. So it will be 2nd down and 3.
What are your thoughts on Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels together? I think they did a good job last week.
I didn't tune into them a lot last week, but they seem like a cool team. Like, So I can't complain there. Brissett, he's going to take a shot downfield. Amari Cooper's open. He's still going. Amari Cooper fighting off Witherspoon. There was a flag on the play. And, oh, my goodness, another great play from this Browns offense, and it looks like it's going to come back.
Cooper was out of bounds. He was the first guy in to touch it.
So he was let out of bounds by Witherspoon, though. There was no forcible contact by Witherspoon, so it would be illegal for Amari Cooper to go ahead and touch it. Illegal contact. Man, if he just stayed in bounds, that would be one of the premier plays from this offense, but looks like it's going to come back. That's a damn shame. So it'll be 2nd down. Probably about, I don't remember if it's a 10-yard penalty or not. So we'll see the calculation in just a second. Browns offense not trying to fret after losing an explosive play. David Bell, the rookie out of Purdue, is now in the backfield alongside. So it looks like it is, I think it's, what are they trying to do? Because is it a loss of down automatically, or they're trying to do some calculations or whatever? So Tomlin is discussing with one of the referees as we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Maybe the chat can provide us with some other stuff. Hey, Sox Arizona, I'm on the other channel watching you guys also. Thanks, Jets West Mass.
Thanks, Jess, man. We both channels running at all times. We like to give my subscribers and Alex, the chance to tune in. So it's a good little thing we got going. Appreciate it.
So looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2. It was just only a loss of down, so not much loss there, but it was an explosive play had it counted. For the Browns offense, Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Brissett takes the snap, 4-man rush. He's got his man, and that is a 1st down. David Njoku looks like he gets his first catch of the night, and it moves the chains for the one and only Cleveland Browns. Shouts to Derpy Gaming. What's going on, Derpy? Aren't you a Cavs fan as well, Derpy? Which one you were?
Nice.
So nice short throw.
I think that was Njoku's 5th target all season.
Wouldn't be surprised, honestly. So it looks like some substitution issues, and now it is a timeout called by the Pittsburgh Steelers as they had an extra defensive lineman on the field, and they did not want to get called for the 5-yard penalty. Cavs, Guardians, Steelers fan. Wow.
Okay.
Why are you not a Browns fan then? Because you seem to be going along in the Cleveland category. So I'm just curious.
And do you live in Ohio? You must get a lot of shit being a Steelers fan.
Yes. That is another good question. So we got 1st down and 10. After the Njoku catch, the Steelers called a timeout to avoid an extra man on the field penalty, which would have been 5 yards for the Cleveland Browns. Brissett. So they got Hunt still in the backfield. Njoku in motion along with Harrison Bryant. Brissett takes the snap. He's going to give it to Hunt. Hunt is trying to make his way, and not much there. Cam Hayward, Devin Bush, amongst others, combining for the tackle, and it is 2nd down. Good pursuit by the Steelers right there. As of right now, they are holding the Cleveland rushing offense to about 58 yards. But
As
then
long
again,
as the
actually,
Browns
it's
don't
still not
turn the
up to 8.
ball
So.
over, sorry, Alex. As long as the Browns don't turn the ball over in this game, I think they'll be fine. But you
Yeah.
start giving the ball away, it's going to get dangerous. Here's a tip.
Tipped away. Looks like they may have been Malik Reed, the former Denver Bronco, in, and it's 3rd down and 9. Or it could have been DeMarvin Leal, the Texas A&M rookie. Let's take a look. Yeah, he puts that big paw up. So it's now 3rd and long. Nope, that is not DeMarvin Leal. That is Montravius Adams. So a couple of defensive linemen I missed on, but that's all right. I have a comment from Derpy that I will read in just a second relating to his fandom. Kareem Hunt out in motion. Brissett takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looks at Peoples-Jones. He's got a first down, pushed out of bounds by Cam Sutton. However, it does move the chains. So Derpy Gaming says, my father's a Steelers fan. My mother was a Browns fan. I sided for my father, and yes, I do get heat for it. Pretty interesting. Shouts to Tudo. He says, Big Boss Alex, it's almost 3 a.m. here, and we need to get up pretty early to start the daily workouts. Great job, buddy, and have a great evening. Obviously, Tudo tuning in from Italy, and we
Thanks, Tudo.
certainly
Appreciate it, my man.
that. They give it to Hunt, and they're going to flip it to Peoples-Jones. Oh, my God, it's a flea flicker. They're going to take it out to Hunt. Hunt is making his way through. He's trying to rumble and jumble. He may have the first down. I think he does have the first down. At least they are motioning for it past or near the 40-yard line.
I think they wanted that play to pop for a little bit more than it did, but at least it turned out positive for them.
A lot of trickery right there. I guess that they have the screen option just in case no downfield options are working. But decent discipline by the Steelers defense right there, but it is still a first down. So the Browns offense is moving. Fake the Chubb. Brissett, he finds his man, Amari Cooper, along the sideline for a first down. Akello Witherspoon in coverage. That moves the chains once again.
Nice toe tap. I think Witherspoon was playing, obviously, a little bit inside there. Nice comeback route, toe tap. Amari Cooper, couple nice grabs so far.
Shout-outs to Cookus. He says, hey, Sox, it's been a while.
Cookus, my man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Derpy Gaming says, oh, I miss TJ. Yeah, I mean, they're not getting a consistent rush on the passer without TJ Watt. So that's the scary part. Alex Highsmith does have 3 sacks on the season, but that's not really enough. Chubb, and he's going to get barreled in the backfield. He did make 1 or 2 yards out of it. Malik Reed finished him off, along with Alex Highsmith, the man we just talked about. So it is 2nd down and about 8.
Cookus, I don't know if I've seen Cookus since I started the new channel. So make sure you go into the description and hit up the new channel. We're more active over there nowadays, but appreciate you being here. I really
Big Beat reactions, yes. Montravius Adams just bowled Ethan Pochich, the center, out of the way. So it's 2nd down and 9. Brissett calling out signals. Takes the snap. He's going to look short for Njoku, and he's about 3 yards shy of that first down marker. It's going to be 3rd and 3. He says, also, we are taking good care of Christian Vasquez, and he's already become one of my favorite players.
Yeah, that's good for you, Cookus. I'm really happy. I miss the hell out of that guy and always will. So enjoy it. Enjoy him while you have him.
And then Tony's talking about Amari Cooper. 3rd down and 3. Brissett hands it off to Cooper. Batonio pulling. First down inside the 10-yard line, probably around the 7-6. And they are set up for another goal line drive. So once I get an update, we'll look at how many rushing yards the Steelers have given up. It looks like it's been quite a bunch. Also with those move the chains plays by Amari Cooper and David Njoku earlier. So I don't know. Steelers have, their time of possession probably isn't in good hands right now.
Yeah, they want to keep their offense on the field a little bit longer. Defense getting
Brissett
tired.
looking, firing, touchdown. Looks to be David Njoku. What a catch. Brissett with a tight window throw. He makes the catch, and it's now 13-7 Cleveland.
Nice play right there. Happy for that tight end getting his first touchdown on the season. Not many targets, but this dude's huge, man. Go get him the ball up in the top of the end zone. He'll go get it.
And Steeler fans probably have to be pretty pissed right now. Terrell Edmonds giving up his second touchdown on the day. Cade York, the rookie kicker, is on for the kick in. It is off the upright. It is no good. 13-7 remains the score. Quite a funky game we got here, Sox.
Man.
Old school football.
It's interesting because both the Browns got good pressure on both of those Steelers kicks, the one that he missed and the one that was blocked, the punt. But also no, both kicks, both field goals, excuse me. So we'll see how that comes down into the end of the game. You know, like the wind and the pressure the Browns can get on Boswell. And now the point after. I mean, come on, is that the wind or did he just shank it?
I want to say he just shanked it, but it could have been the wind as well.
I mean,
upload the new graphic, which is going to sit behind us.
It's hard to shank an extra point, I guess, from the, or it's hard for the wind to affect it from that close. So it's probably just a tough kick. But York can bomb that ball, man. He showed in those first two games he can make those 50-plus yarders with ease.
And Giancarlo Stanton just hit a home run.
Oh,
so
solo shot
for the Sox. Opposite field too.
Good. I just turned it off in time.
Tony says heading into the eighth, Baltimore Braves 7K still dishing it out to the Astros, who still don't have a hot 9. Let's go Browns. He doinked it. LOL. Let's go. Good opportunity to take the lead. Shout outs to Jacob Petruzzi. What's going on?
What's up, Jacob?
Go ahead and subscribe to Sox and Big Beat Reactions. Once again, guys, all the channels that you'll need to subscribe to, including this one and Sox Arizona, it's in the description. Shouts to Nimmer. What's going on, Nimmer?
What's up, Nimmer?
I must say, I'm not a fan of them remaking a league of their own.
Yeah, me neither. I think that is a all-time classic. But hey, what do? Instead of making a new original stuff, just redo the old shit. Make money off of it.
Well, welcome to the supply and demand of the 21st century.
Yeah.
So we will get set for kickoff here as the Steelers will try to recatch the lead here. And in total, I said I was going to update you guys on those numbers for the rushing offense. 65 yards on 10 carries, 2 touchdowns for Jacoby Brissett, and not even 100 passing yards. So an even-keeled distribution in terms of the offense. Cade York will kick it off to Gunnar Olszewski. And is he going to take it out? No, he's going to kneel it. Olszewski, I believe, had a special teams muff last week, which caused them to lose against the New England Patriots. And then there's Baker Mayfield, Browns, Panthers, and Baker Mayfield got beat by the Giants this past week, which I'm happy to say because I hate Baker Mayfield. And then Joe Flacco against the Browns put up some solid numbers. You know, surprisingly, Sox, he is actually ranked as the 3rd best quarterback by PFF. I don't believe that at all, to be honest with you, because he's old. He's an old fart. Pat Freiermuth, the second-year man out of Penn State, is in motion. Trubisky takes the snap. He's going to roll out right. He's going to throw it to his man, Deontay Johnson. He'll be 2 yards shy of the sticks, but a good start for the Pittsburgh Steelers on offense.
It's hard to judge Flacco, you know, after those 2 games. He's been balling out, but you saw on a couple of those highlights, there's just broken coverage by the Browns back there. Guy was wide open. I mean, that was 70 yards out of it. You can take, you know, we'll see if they can keep it up.
Right, so 2nd down and 2. Possibly looking for the run game to come in and stop the Steelers will actually move the Steelers forward, if anything. Claypool in motion. They give it to Harris, and Harris will mow forward for a first down. Sion Taki, Grant Delpit on the tackle with John Johnson assisting. So another new set of downs for the Steelers.
I
Fellas,
see
how
that
are we feeling
extra.
about an easy win versus the Cowboys? I don't think it'll be easy, unfortunately.
You know
Listen,
that
fans feel how they want to, but I don't think it's going to be easy if we do win.
yeah, those that quarterback is going to help us out a lot. I think Cooper Rush is going to make some mistakes. Our defense is playing like dogs. I'll let Alex call the next play.
Trubisky and the offensive line setting signals in terms of protection. Takes a snap. He's got man up the middle, and he just avoids it, throws it. He's got a man, Deontay Johnson, who's pretty much been his lead receiver. It moves the chains for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nice pocket awareness by Mitchell Trubisky, and it moves the chains. So a little bit more maneuvering from Trubisky this game. You have to be happy about that.
But Jacob, our offense is going to struggle as well. So it's going to be one of those division games. You already know. Hopefully, Cooper Rush is going to give us some. We just got to be careful, limit the turnovers.
Hand off Harris, and he's got about 5 yards on the carry. It'll be second down and medium. The Amazon Prime stuff is awful, Cam Miller says. I couldn't agree more.
Well, welcome to the stream, guys. That's what we're going to do our best to call the game for you. And, we're going to do this a couple times this season. So share out the stream. Maybe
now,
get some
I will
here.
also say this. Share out the stream. But if anyone has an illegal stream, share it out as well in the chat. Because there are some people that are going to come in here and want to watch the game but not want to sign up for Prime. So if you have an illegal stream, do your best to share it out. And this is going to be to the rookie running back. First down. Oh, he fumbled it.
Ball on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. Jalen Warren fumbled it, and it looks to be Steelers' ball. Deontay Johnson, the lead receiver for this game, fumbled it. Actually recovered the fumble. But Jalen Warren tried getting past John Johnson. Johnson with the fumble, or I should say, really stripped it out.
Steelers got lucky with that one right there. Deontay Johnson was the only Steeler in the whole area, and it bounced right to him.
Yeah, very lucky. So it looks like Mike Tomlin's getting on him about being secure with the football. So the referees are discussing the spot of the football, and they do say first down Pittsburgh. So chunk play nonetheless. He got it back. They need to put it back on TV. Yeah, do agree. Cam, I believe this is, or at least maybe this is your first time in the stream. Do like, comment, subscribe to all the channels that are listed in the description, including mine and Sox Arizona's. Appreciate you coming in. Hand off to Najee Harris and Grant Delpit in there for the tackle. He meets Jacob Phillips, and it's going to be second down. I'm a Giants fan. Both of us are Giants fans. So with that being said, Cam, we kind of take off you guys in terms of our philosophy. Well, not all the way, but, thank you. If you are a Bills fan, thank you for Brian Dable and Joe Schoen.
Dude, I love Dable so far. I love the fire he's got, man. Great addition for the Giants.
Second down and 9. Hand off to Claypool. Claypool is going to move forward for a first down. Tackled out of bounds by Jacob Phillips. Nonetheless, Chase Claypool moves the sticks for a first down. Big question is going to be the O-line. Absolutely. O-line is going to be a serious question on Monday night. Run the football, get those quick passes. Hopefully KT and Aziz play. That would help a lot. Aziz is playing. Aziz is going to play. Najee Harris moving it up, first down to the 4. So it seems like this is, once again, as I mentioned, an old school football game. And the Steelers could very much take the lead if they make the extra point, let alone get the touchdown. So defense still maneuvering. Gets the handoff to Harris again. Harris, he's at about the 2-yard line. So second down and goal.
Pittsburgh's got to give it to Najee again. They're going to give it to him again. Their offensive line is getting a good push right now.
So Cam Miller, the Bills fan, or at least I suspect, says the Bills are not healthy at all. Who's injured? Well, I'm just curious to know who's injured that I know of. I mean, I know the Bills have been pretty much on fire these last 2 weeks, and it's funny. We do this podcast called the Boys in the Big Apple Podcast. I do it with Donald Stewart, who's a Giants fan. My brother, who's on the podcast, is a Jets fan. So Trubisky has a keeper, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice play there. There's the option.
Browns fans are a little, well, actually, Browns players, and Browns fans probably as well, are a little irate. But I think he got it across the goal line.
Yeah, I think he's in there.
Let's take a look. Johnson trying to get a shoestring tackle. Ooh, that's very close. I think the knee's down. I think the knee is, if the left knee does not touch, I think it's a touchdown. But we need to see, though. As Tristan
His left
Cassis
knee
just hit
didn't
another
touch.
home run against the Yankees.
Okay. Anybody on base? Solo shot?
Just a solo shot.
I don't think his left knee touched. I think his right knee's down, but the ball looks like it's over at that point already.
Yeah, so I think it's a touchdown for right now. Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde. Yeah, that was horrible what happened to Dane Jackson. That was horrible. I watched the hit. I'm like, ugh, oh my God.
I couldn't watch that hit. I mean, I watched it, but it was tough, man. I'm glad that guy's okay, seriously.
If you think that's down, you're crazy. That's a touchdown. And it looks like, well, I mean, they're probably reviewing it. As I said, that definitive angle doesn't really tell much of anything because they might suspect that knee is down. But in terms of the left knee, I know the right knee. So it looks like they did verify that is a touchdown. Chris Boswell on for the extra point. It's good.
More pressure from the Browns on these kicks. I'm telling you, that might come down. That might make a factor down at the end of the game.
So it's now 14-13 Steelers. I told y'all. Listen, every time we do a Steelers game, they win. They're 3-0. So we're going to change the graphics, a.k.a. the background. Guys, put your comments in the chat. The Bills are still going to be a good team. I mean, I could actually, at halftime, if you want to stay in for it, Cam, we are doing our predictions. So we will probably be going over who the Bills play this week. Delete background. Are they going to commercial or are they not? Because obviously there's only so many minutes left to go with halftime coming up.
They are going to commercial.
Okay. All right. I gotta say, I've enjoyed this so far.
Yeah, I think this is good. I think it's fun that we're, we just so you guys know, we didn't have any intentions of calling this game today. It's kind of a, out of the blue decision, but I think it's a good call. It'll be fun doing this down the stretch.
Yep, once a month we'll be doing this, so be sure to join us for that, and also the Dead Red Podcast, which we do every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Bills are not healthy at all. Sox Arizona, do you watch a lot of West Coast NFL or just stick to your Giants?
I usually have two screens on, and one always has the Giants. The other one either has, the local West Coast game, or, I watch a lot of the Chargers because everybody around here is crazy about them. So it's usually Giants and Chargers for the live games, but I keep up on everybody.
All right, so I'm going to go over this on Twitter at least before the game gets back. So here are some results in terms of voting. There's 5 games in October. So actually, now that they're bringing back the game, they're obviously talking about Deshaun Watson, but I'll talk about my thing first. So for the second part of the polling, which was Saints versus Cardinals, and then Ravens-Buccaneers. Ravens-Buccaneers is winning that poll. Looks to be 3-1 in terms of votes. Then you got the first part of the poll, and this is Twitter. This is not YouTube. YouTube also has a say as well. And we just got some other votes in there on Twitter. So 62.5 say Commanders versus Bears, and 37.5 say Dolphins Bengals. We will be checking, at least I will be checking, community notes around halftime or maybe next commercial. So let's see what happens here with the Browns offense. Obviously, they've been moving it down the field quite a lot. No team has eclipsed 100 rushing yards yet. The closest to it is the Pittsburgh Steelers, 4.6 yards per carry for Najee Harris and 7.5 for Jaylen Warren. So 5.5 yards per carry overall, and then 2 rushing touchdowns. So nothing over the air, as it looked as if, I just had to switch tabs for a second. Short territory, or I should say, pretty much short territory for the Browns getting stopped early on special teams. They got 3:45 left and 3 timeouts to go. The Steelers do have 2 timeouts. They did waste one with the substitutions. So Jacoby Brissett going to come out there. Cleveland's backup is Joshua Dobbs, the former Pittsburgh Steeler draft pick. They are at the 12-yard line, so they have to move ways down the field. Jacoby Brissett in the empty. Takes the snap. Brissett. He's going to look. He's going to find his man. That is David Njoku. And he's talking some shit with Devin Bush, who was the linebacker in coverage on the play. I know Steeler fans are a little, not too big on Devin Bush, at least the ones that I know. Second down. Clock is continuing to run. About the 18-yard line. Brissett takes the snap. He's looking. He's finding Njoku again. He's got the first down. He's got more. He is rumbling to the 37-yard line.
How about Njoku having a big night? I love it, man. Everybody's like, this guy's not getting targets. Drop him in your fantasy league. No, give him the ball. How about that? He'll make a play if you give him the ball.
So Tony did vote for Commanders-Bears in the Thursday Night Football poll, and Devin Bush just hasn't been good in coverage. They're sending an extra man on the blitz. How about Njoku again? First down, and Sox is having a fun time right now just watching this guy go off. Miles Jack was in coverage. That moves the chains with about 2:36 left to go. They have not been able to cover him. Maybe start covering him with a corner, maybe. But it looks like right now Terrell Edmonds is going to be in coverage with him. So they do have it hand off to Chubby's over the 50-yard line of the 49. This likely will lead to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, Steelers' game plan probably didn't involve Njoku that much, knowing that they didn't target him. Browns want to exploit that. Find him in the middle of the field. I love it.
So 203, 202, 201, and I think they could have actually had an illegal substitution penalty on the defense, but they don't. And guess what? We're going to the 2-minute warning.
Rock and Roll
Hall of Fame.
I was just there a little while ago.
I must say, I'm very disappointed in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Are you really? Tell me why.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't have a tissue box, or I do, and it's somewhere else. I don't want to say it's overrated, but I think it is a little bit, because they include these pop stars and, some of these people that haven't meant much to rock, but there's other bands that have been waiting to get in there, and with the votes, oh my goodness, Jesus Christ. And the Yankees have blown the lead.
Yes.
Sox is even more happier. Reese McGuire, Greasy Reese with the home run.
Greasy, baby.
Bradish showing Verlander a thing or two. 8 innings pitched, 8 hits, 8 runs, 8 walks, 8 Ks. Why can't Galladay be like that? I guess, I kind of have to agree with what Brian Dable said today. And he said him saying that he hasn't been getting targeted much and his frustrations are basically showing competitiveness. So I can't say that I'm mad. I am mad that he hasn't been up to himself, but hopefully that'll change on Monday night. So I'm going to take a look before we get back from the 2-minute warning at my community notes.
When Greasy Reese does stuff like that, it makes the Christian Vasquez move hurt a little bit less.
I figure. I'm trying to get to the community notes. Okay. So, in the second part of the polling on Twitter, we got 10 votes so far, but we got 8 for Baltimore versus Tampa Bay. So that might be the early winner, but I'm not going to say anything. We also have 8 votes for the first half of the poll, which is Miami versus Cincinnati and Indianapolis and Denver, 4 for each. So right now, in terms of taking the cake, it looks like it's going to be Baltimore versus Tampa Bay, which already seems like a good matchup. Shout-outs to Jeffrey in the chat. Ime Udoka was just suspended for the entire season, so Sox, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because nothing illegal happened. Apparently, it was all consensual, and this is all alleged. But multiple, let's keep it PG, relationships happening possibly in the office at Celtics headquarters. So just a team infraction, and Brad Stevens thought it was bad enough to get rid of him for a whole year, but not fire him. So
Kareem Hunt moving the chains, first down. That rushing game still working under the 2-minute warning.
and
So
Ime has a wife, he's married, so this probably is not going well over with the Udoka family here. It's going to be a whole big thing. We've never seen anything like this in the NBA. A coach getting suspended a year by his own team. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Hopefully, it's always something with these Celtics. It really is.
Kareem Hunt getting his second carry, and Malik Reed dragging him from behind. Multiple guys there, and it looks like Malik Reed wanted a hold, but it'll be second down. It looks like they're just trying to get into field goal territory, which is really something I don't appreciate, because I really don't appreciate a non-aggressive style in the NFL. But try for a touchdown. At least you should get field goal.
I like it in terms of let's see what they do here. Yeah.
Out to Kareem Hunt and Miles Jack. They're not going to call him down. Out of bounds by Robert Spillane. So it is going to be third down, 50 seconds left.
You're kind of telling your offense you don't really trust them,
I mean, I'm not. As I said, I'm not in favor of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. You're kind of telling your offense you don't trust them, but I kind of like it in terms of let's just go get that lead. We just want that lead going into halftime.
So a timeout was taken. It's going to be Steelers. So it looks like they're trying to get the ball back maybe, or do something in terms of substitutions. Let's see. Jeffrey says, Sox Arizona, what do you think about the Celtics head coach? He also says, I believe one of the assistant coaches will take the head coach this season, and he's from Rhode Island.
They should just bring Brad Stevens back and put him on the sideline.
Nimmer says, I'm so happy the Knicks didn't get him. Well, I mean, he really wasn't in the contention for the Knicks, at least. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Actually, I don't know. I think there was a few teams. They might have been in there, but, maybe, who knows? The Knicks might allow that kind of stuff. The Celtics just don't.
All right, so back to action here before halftime. Njoku, the man in motion. Brissett takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to dump it off to David Bell. Nice shoestring tackle by Cam Sutton. I don't know why he needed to kind of hold the leg of David Bell. So it looks like they're going to go for fourth down here. A little surprised, but they may actually just run it down to the last few seconds.
Steelers want to call a timeout.
The Browns have actually called their first timeout, so...
Why not let the clock run down right there?
I don't understand also thing as well. Why are we running crossers on third down? That's one thing that pisses me off NFL wide. It's routes that does not go past the sticks.
Yeah, I mean, that just makes sense, doesn't it?
So they will go for it. At least they're putting on the offense on the field right now. It better work for them.
Well, they're going to, because you can't call 2 straight timeouts, so they got to go.
Yeah. So it better work for them here as the Browns trying to shift into more into opponent territory, possibly getting into the red zone. So 34 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Brissett calling in Kareem Hunt to motion, takes the snap, 3-man rush, 4-man rush, and it's caught. This one by Amari Cooper, first down. What a throw by Jacoby Brissett. He was under duress, and he threw it off the back foot. So, looks like it's going to be another timeout for the Cleveland Browns.
Everybody's right there. Why not go spike that and save your 2 timeouts? It'll take, 9 seconds.
Let's see. That could have been offensive pass interference, in my opinion.
Yeah, with the crossing route.
Yeah, okay. So Spillane was pressuring. Question is, did he hold on to it? I don't think it's going to be. They're going to review it, so it possibly could be Steelers' ball if they don't think it is a catch. So yeah, they're going to put it under review. Now, question for anyone in the chat: do you think he caught it?
I think that was a catch. I really don't see what the plan is here, going for it on 4th down after those conservative, run
Change of
calls.
philosophy that I really don't understand, to be honest.
Yeah, if you're gonna be ballsy, then go for the end zone.
Oh man, it gets so stuffy down here. Right, so guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share out as well on any platform you please. Turn the notification bell on. That's for Sox Arizona, myself, Pinstripe Chronicles, Big Beat Reactions. Looks like a catch to me, Tony says. And we'll see. See what happens. Coming up on the halftime show, at least for us. We're going to do our picks. I haven't marked down what I had last week, but I also got to
I
mark
think I
down.
had another good week last week. Have you picked against your Giants 2 weeks in a row?
No, I picked the Giants to win last week.
Okay, good. I'm like, man, why does Alex hate the Giants? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so Nimmer says he thought that was a catch. All right. I might actually ask my brother to possibly calculate our picks from last week. Might call him and say, just do a solid favor. And maybe from the week before. So
That'd be nice.
If he's not in the chat, I'll ring him.
We should have a running scoreboard.
What do you mean?
A running scoreboard of our picks.
True.
Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. Tony, Nimmer, Jeffrey, Luca. If you're here, still appreciate you guys being here. Derpy Gaming, Cam.
All right, so let's see the
Let's
call.
go.
Incomplete pass. So the Steelers catch a break. My opinion, they'll actually take this into halftime. They won't do anything in terms of getting the ball. So
Why are they going for it on 4th down? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the ball's moving there. Yeah, that hits the ground. Very good call right there. Good call.
They ran
Also,
out,
yeah,
they ran
Cam
down
as
a
well.
minute and a half and then go for it. What's the point?
Well, Steelers are a team that are probably going to take this into the half. They're probably not going to go for anything. Steelers only have one timeout anyway. I doubt that anyone's going to stop it. Okay, so they are functioning as an offense right now. Trubisky takes the snap. He's looking. He's got pressure, and there's a flag in the secondary. So it looks like possibly going to be on Denzel Ward for holding. But then again, it could be offensive pass interference, so who knows at this point. I kind of want to see a replay, but we're not going to get one maybe until the call. Yeah, they say, I don't know what the official, yeah, that's clear. Holding, illegal contact, or pass interference, either one. So that does move the chains. Baltimore 3 more outs for perfection. Oh, history. Speaking of history, Aaron Judge is up at the plate. Trubisky. So they're at the 37-yard line. Takes a snap. Maneuvers. Fires. He's got his man. Looks to be Chase Claypool. 17 seconds to go. They only got one timeout. Got to spike it. And they will call their final timeout. So do they get into field goal range? Sox, what do you think?
I think they do not get into field goal range. If they do, it's going to be a long kick, and he might miss it again.
So he could have had Deontay Johnson on the sideline, but they do have to burn that timeout right there. Personally, maybe I would have went with Johnson, but at the same time, it has to be a very good throw over Denzel Ward. So they still move those chains. 17 seconds left, no timeouts.
I got Buffer City on my prime right now.
Story of prime. Boswell getting ready. So they currently are at the 43-yard line, which would be 60 some odd yards.
Let me know when they snap it.
They snapped it. Trubisky looking, firing down the sideline. It's incomplete. Nowhere near the receivers, I must add. So second down and 10. Definitely appreciate, all your guys' support. Also, Cam, you're new to this channel and our channel, so would love to have you back on any of these other streams. Yeah, he missed Deontay Johnson wide open. You got to hit that. That's a key play right there. And you don't have any timeouts, so it's got to be one play sideline or two plays sideline or one play spike it, and then you get you get the special teams unit on.
It's going to be tough with one play if you have to spike it right here. Look, you're already at 8 seconds.
He's got pressure. He throws it, and that's way out of bounds.
See, now you got to go sideline. It's not going to happen. That's tough.
So they could run it out. They could kneel it out. They could do whatever. Well, they can't do whatever because they're probably not going to. I can't stand the Amazon Prime. I can't either. But
I think everybody in the world agrees that it was just so nice to have Thursday Night Football on regular TV, man.
Yeah. And that's probably, to be fair, though, it's also going to be the only time me and Sox are on the same wavelength or similar wavelengths because he lives in the West Coast. All right, so it is going to be a timeout for the Cleveland Browns, their final timeout. So nobody has any more timeouts.
I guess that is one upside to it. We could line up. We could pretty much call anything.
So I'm going to update the graphic. Maybe the Steelers get into field goal range. Maybe they don't.
Next week, Dolphins-Bengals.
Yep. Obviously, if you guys want to see that one, you guys can vote for it in the poll, either in the community notes or on Twitter. Obviously, Tua having a great start to the season. Joe Burrow, not so much. All right, so they got probably one good play left in them. Maybe a quick
go deep, or are they trying to kick a field goal?
What was that last one?
Are they trying to go deep right now? They are. I bet you they go to the end zone.
I would honestly just leave it up to Boswell right now. So they got to get it to the sideline. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They're going to throw it out. And there's a question, though. Is it halftime, or did they have 1 second on the clock? It looks like it's going to be halftime.
Halftime. I'll be right back, Alex.
All right, no problem. So the Steelers will receive in the second half. Time is not left on the clock. The Bills are in Miami on Sunday. I mean, Miami seems like a decent team. But at the same time, from what I heard, and I didn't watch the game, I'm going to be fair with you. I'm going to be transparent. I heard it was a lot of blown coverages. So, I mean, I could be wrong. But obviously I kind of keep up with the AFC East to an extent. We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I have a Jet fan brother. But once Sox Arizona comes back, 1 second. What was I going to say? Just got to respond to somebody's text. And so it looks like my brother is actually going to do me a favor, and I appreciate that favor. He's going to calculate our picks from the last 2 weeks. I'm just clearing some phone notifications as well. Right. Comments from the chat. Better Amazon Prime than NFL. I do NFL Plus. I do NFL Plus. I do NFL Plus because I work on Sundays, and yeah, so I work on Sundays, and I have to watch from my phone, and it's not free anymore. They found a way to price us out. Yeah, Amazon is cheaper than NFL Plus. The one I have is like $5 a month. I don't know how much Amazon is. Maybe it's like $4.99. I mean, I don't even pay for Amazon. I got a student discount, so I mean, it's not necessarily too bad. But listen, that's going to be the future. That's going to be the future. Guys, put your questions in the chat and all that good stuff. Sox should be back shortly, and we're going to move to our picks. So, all good stuff here. I'm watching the Yankee game a little bit, as the Yankees could be in prime position to tie the game. Questions, comments, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. Like, comment, subscribe. 5 stars on Apple Podcast as well. Once again. So, yeah, now Sunday Night Football on NBC is comparing the Odell catch to the Pickens catch. So, I mean, we'll see. Obviously, they're at halftime. They're doing their halftime report. What is your record this past week? I'm from New York. I'm in New York too. I don't know if you're in upstate, Cam, but I am in Brooklyn. I'm in the city. What is your where record for the Sean picks? Or, what do you mean by that? Specify a little bit. Because here's the thing. Sometimes I will change my picks when it comes from the Boys in the Big Apple to Dead Red. Sometimes I'll alternate my picks during the week depending on how I feel. But with that being said, Luca is doing us a solid. He's going to calculate the picks from the past 2 weeks. We can move on to our week 3 picks. It's our little halftime show. I'm going to get the playoff predictors up, and then we're going to start picking. I also got to do my other picks for this week, which I'll get out at some point. I think I picked the Browns on Boys in the Big Apple. All right, so I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to take off all these teams just so that nobody gets any ideas. Computer's a little bit slow. Obviously, we know I picked the Browns. All right, so now, first game. Oakland, Jesus Christ. Las Vegas at Tennessee. 2-0-2 teams. And here we go.
Are we going right now?
Yep.
I'm gonna take the Raiders on the road. I don't think Tennessee has many playmakers, except for Derrick Henry. And if you know how to shut that run game down, force Ryan Tannehill to make a play, it's going to be tough. I think the Raiders win. It might not be close. 10-point win.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the Titans. I think they're a little pissed off from these 2 games getting blown out, and then before that, losing on a last-minute missed field goal. So I'll take the Titans. I think they're a little bit pissed in their home, so I think the Raiders are going to go 0-3. Baltimore in New England. I am taking Baltimore. Sox, where are you going with this?
I will take Baltimore in a close one. I'll take the under in that game as well. Whatever it is, I don't think a lot of points scored. Ravens win.
All right. One concerning Lucas' team, the Bengals at the New York Jets. The Bengals are 0-2. The Jets are 1-1.
That might be a good matchup, and I'm going to take Joey and the Jets to win that one.
The other Joe versus Joe.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Bengals. I think they're pissed. I think they need to win. It's a must win against a team that doesn't have their quarterback. And I think overall, I mean, the Jets, this is going to be a very close game, but I overall think that the Bengals will prevail with a victory. Cam is from Western New York, as I do expect from a Bills fan. Kansas City and Indianapolis. Matt Ryan has struggled since coming to Indianapolis. The Colts are 0-2. Actually, no, they're not. They're 0-1-1. I'm going to take Kansas
Yes.
City here.
Kansas City by 20.
All right. Concerning Cam's team, Buffalo against Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins.
Buffalo's going to go in there and get a big win. I'll take Josh Allen over Miami.
Yeah, the Dolphins haven't now. I think it's going to be close at first, and then it's going to kind of ride away from the Dolphins. Miami necessarily hasn't convinced me yet that they're ready to take on the Buffalo Bills. It'd be like 1-1 in that division. So I'm going to go ahead and take Buffalo. Jaguars at Chargers. I am taking the Chargers.
Same here. I think it might be closer than we think, just because some sneaky plays. But yeah, Chargers win.
All right. Some AFC versus NFC matchups. The Houston Texans at the Chicago Bears.
I'll take the Houston Texans to get the upset.
Wow. I am counting on them this week because in one of my fantasy leagues, you can have 2 quarterbacks. And in that fantasy league, my second quarterback is Davis Mills. So I want the Texans to win, but at the same time, I think the Bears are going to take this one. I think they'll take their second victory on the season. Now, San Francisco in Denver, this is a Sunday night football game.
That's going to be a good game. I think with Jimmy G starting now, it's going to be interesting to see what that 49ers offense does. But Broncos with that home crowd energy, Russell Wilson might cook a little bit. Broncos win a close one.
I'm actually going to go with San Francisco here. I know Russell Wilson obviously had a little bit better of a week. He struggled really in these 2 weeks with the Broncos. It's part of, adjusting, and their head coach isn't necessarily the smartest one of the bunch, but I think Shanahan is a veteran. I'm taking the 49ers here for a road victory. Next game, it is the one and only Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings were crapped on last week by the one and only Philadelphia Eagles. Sox, where are you going with this one?
I think Vikings are in shambles right now, and Detroit's hot, and the Lions are going to win.
I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to take the Vikings here. I think they're pissed, and they want to take it out on the Lions and take advantage of their defense. But the Lions have a pretty good offense right now, I must say. The Eagles in Washington.
That's tough. Eagles win, I think.
I'm going to take the Eagles. Still riding on that hot start. Saints at Panthers.
Ooh. Little division game. I think Baker might ball out and maybe a shootout in this one. The Panthers win it.
Jesus. Okay, so I'm looking at the stream, and the mascots are playing the kids, and they're tackling them. But
yeah.
Which team did you pick?
I'm going with Carolina.
I'm going with the Saints here. I think Carolina is going to continue their losing streak. Atlanta and Seattle.
That's going to be interesting because I know the quarterback situation for both those teams isn't the greatest. I know Geno started off hot, but let's take Seattle just because they're at home.
I'm going to take the Falcons for a road victory. Very close game with the Rams last week. Falcons go and take this from Seattle. LA in Arizona. Arizona with a walk-off win on a fumble recovery. And LA, they won very closely against the one and only Falcons. So I'm taking the Cardinals here.
I'm going to take the Rams because I think Cardinals actually got pretty damn lucky coming back in that game. Kyler doesn't really turn it on until the second half, and the Rams are really, really, really good fundamental team. I think they're going to blow the doors off the Cardinals, honestly.
Nick Sirianni is from Lakewood, New York, the Eagles coach. So he's an upstate New York guy. As I said, I'm going to take the Cards. Green Bay in Tampa Bay. So Battle of the Bay.
I'll take Aaron Rodgers against Tom Brady in that one. That's going to be a hell of a show.
I'm going to take the Buccaneers. And then finally, the New York Giants host the Dallas Cowboys.
Book my pick. The Giants go 3-0.
I'm going to take Dallas here, not because I want to oppose Sox Arizona, but because I just feel that, well, the Giants are going to drop this one. They'll pick it up against the Bears, though, but we'll see what happens. His brother is Western New York fans are always Eagle fans? Really? Some I did not know. I'm sorry you have to all deal with that. Because obviously us Giant fans don't like Eagle fans. Is my section I can't even talk today. His brother is my section 6. I'm gonna say that's representative. Fun fact: any year that Brady plays Rodgers, Brady wins the Super Bowl. How about I give you another fun fact, Tony? Any year since Pat Shurmur was hired is actually any year in the 21st century that the New York Giants have hired a head coach, Tom Brady has won the Super Bowl. Tom Coughlin, Pat Shurmur, Ben McAdoo, Joe Judge. All those years, Tom Brady took home a Super Bowl. You give me a fun fact, I'll give you a fun fact. So we're gonna get the graphic for the third quarter. It should be beginning very shortly here. Not, just right next. So let me get it on here. Take this graphic off the screen. Put on another graphic because that's what we do. All right.
Do you have kickoff right now? What are you looking at?
I am looking at both head coaches.
All right, let me know when they show the field with the. I got York getting ready to lead off his
me
pick.
too. So Tony didn't know the fun fact I gave him, but Cade York is checking all, and he's going to kick it off. Away we go. Gunnar Olszewski will take this one out. Takes it past the 15. Not much there, so good stop by the Browns on special teams as Mitchell Trubisky will come back out for the second half.
Good job by Gunnar holding on to the ball right there. Looked like he was coming out, but after that one drop last week, he's going to be holding on to that ball.
Yep. So passing leaders, the Cleveland Browns, and then the running leaders, that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. So both have ran the football a lot in this game, and it's been pretty much ground and pound, dog pound, as all those Browns fans would say. So Mitchell Trubisky comes on. Najee Harris in the backfield. He's going to throw it out to Deontay Johnson, and he's pushed out of bounds. John Johnson, amongst others, were there. It's going to be second down. And, I have to look at something. Myles Garrett really hasn't been a factor tonight. He was on the injury report coming into this week, but they've pretty much held him. Maybe he's either not 100% or he overall is just getting double teamed. So they've found a way to minimize his production.
Tomlin was going in there thinking we're shutting Myles Garrett down today. Look at they bring the double right there too.
Trubisky takes it, and it's dropped by Pickens. Maybe not necessarily the greatest throw, but it's going to be third down for this Steelers offense. Shouts to the 8 people in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, everybody. All the channels, Sox Arizona, Big Blue in the Bronx, all that stuff. So we got third down and 9, 14-15 left to go here in the third quarter as we just started. Both teams are 1-1. Mike Tomlin looking on to his team. So the Browns have had 21 head coaches since 1969, the most, and the Steelers have had the fewest since 1969 with 3.
Steelers will let a coach die in office.
Blitz coming. Trubisky's got some good pocket awareness. Is that a catch or is that an interception? They're going to say it's a catch. Chase Claypool. John Johnson in tight coverage. That's a first down. That moves the chains.
That was a great throw by Mitch. Look at the pocket awareness too. I mean, he had some good blocking. You know, the edge broke down a little bit right there, but way to step up in the pocket, and make a good throw.
This is to Johnson, and it is dropped. He was thinking about running before he caught the ball.
Classic.
It's a big mental error right there, as they will now be in 2nd and 10.
He says, "Son of a bitch."
Jaylen Warren now in the game. Is it your picks, and where do I find these? Well, what you could do is go to the end of every Dead Red podcast. While you're scrolling, like you go on that little red thing, the little red dot where you could scroll back to something. There's usually a white screen, and that we announce our picks to the end of the podcast. So there you can figure out our picks. But I appreciate you doing this, by the way.
It's the Sunday, and it's the episode before the last 2 Sundays.
Well, the last 2 episodes of the Dead Red podcast. So I want to say there was a legal substitution, legal man. No, not a legal man downfield. A legal man on the defense, 12 men. So that is going to be 5 yards more for the Steelers. Is Clowney playing? The Jets are copying. They're copying the Jets' playbook of shutting Garrett down. Jadeveon Clowney is not playing. He is dealing with an injury.
Interesting.
1st and 5. Man in motion. Olszewski now in motion. He's going to give it to Najee Harris, and he is about 1.5 yards shy of the 1st down marker. Let's see. I had the roster up for a second, so 2nd down and 1. Stacking that box right there. Harris, he's got the 1st down. Jacob Phillips, Jordan Elliott, amongst others, in on the tackle, and that moves the chains for the Steelers. Ground and pound football.
They've been getting a pretty good push for him all night. He's not got a lot of yards, but a lot of clutch 1st downs when they need it.
Yes, sir. So 1st down and 10. Still on their territory. 12:43 left to go. Trubisky hands it off to Harris again, and good stop by this Browns defense. Jordan Elliott, that ball came out, but they're probably going to say
forward progress.
So it's 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd down and long. Nice stop there by the Browns. 2nd down and 7. As we are 1 hour and 49 minutes into the stream. Myles Garrett in his 6th season, 61.5 sacks over 70 games. Pickens in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Trubisky's going to go for the check down to Najee Harris, and he hurdles him, but he gets the 1st down. What a hurdle right there by Najee Harris to move the chains.
It is insane when guys do that. They do it all the time now.
He just hurdled right over Greg Newsome. Trubisky fakes, play action, see where he's going, pressure. Najee Harris catches it, and that's not really a good decision. Jordan Elliott, amongst others, Anthony Walker, we're all over it. Simple check down. Looked like it was about to be a screen, but it kind of got blown up there. So 2nd down and 14. Harris back to the sideline, as they probably will put in Jaylen Warren. Working on an 8-play, 34-yard, over 4-minute drive. Warren is back in. As many Steeler fans, or many non-Steeler fans, would probably confuse him for James Conner, knowing that he's with the Cardinals. Flip it to Warren. He's got a 1st down and more. He's maneuvering, taking this to the sidelines, down to the 20, inside the 15, and there is a penalty marker down. We have to check with Clay Martin. So my record, 7-9. Which week? I'm going to guess last week, but which week? Anthony Walker is now down, so that is not good for the Browns, losing a starting linebacker.
That was a great screen right there, and it's nice bringing the backup running back fresh legs, get a nice pop right there. We'll see what the penalty is here.
I don't think they're going to announce it yet. They're trying to signal that it's an injury timeout. So I guess we'll find out. Probably after they take Anthony Walker off the field. Maybe he got hit in the head or something. This past week, I was 7-9 with my record.
Okay.
All right. So we'll find out in just a second what that penalty was. Let's see. Team play-by-play. Did they give us anything here? Yeah, they haven't given us anything yet. So we'll find out for you guys, of course. Cam says James Conner is from Erie, PA. Another part of the western side. I mean, those two states obviously are connected, but Erie and Buffalo, at least to my knowledge, aren't too far from each other. James Conner is now with the Arizona Cardinals. So, as anyone who's a baseball fan, his bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the 8th for Trevino. He is facing Yu Chang. So, guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Turn on the notification bell, 5-star on Apple Podcasts for Big Blue in the Bronx. Go sub up to Big Beat Reactions, Pinstripe Chronicles, all that. Yes, he is hurt.
He hurt.
Now they got to rely on Eno Benjamin and a couple other those backs over there.
Yeah, that guy. I hope he's all good. You know, he's face down on the field.
Right. So we're still looking at Applebee's right now. Their wings.
Wings looking pretty good, actually. I don't know how you feel about boneless versus bone-in.
I personally don't. I don't care. I mean, listen, both are good to me. Well, what do you prefer?
Are you on the side of boneless wings or just chicken nuggets, though?
I mean, you could make that. Okay, so the card is out for Anthony Walker. I want to know what happened there.
I hope he's all right. Well, it looks like they're sitting him up, which is good.
Okay, so Chua Okafor comes in. Maybe something either with the head.
Oh, and then he got slammed.
Come on. I maybe something with the neck of the left knee. I can't tell. And then he just goes on him.
I'm hoping it's not.
That's the left knee.
I'd like to see it again now that we know. That's unfortunate, man.
That's tough. That is tough. Maybe I don't know. I mean, could that have been a possible penalty?
For jumping on him?
For jumping on him, maybe unnecessary roughness. Depends. I mean, they had the flag. There was a flag there. So I'm going to try to look it up right now as they cart him back into the locker room.
It's an illegal man downfield, I think.
That would be a 5-yard penalty. Yes. Okafor was the guy that was illegally downfield.
Okay.
Steven Carlson, who played last year for the Browns, is hurt. Excuse me. I was looking at another comment. Steven Carlson, who played last year for the Browns, is from Jamestown, New York. So love the factoids here from Cam.
I love it, Cam.
Second down and 19, Trubisky. He's going to throw it, and Ward tripped up there.
That was a nice ball.
He had a bounds, 3rd and medium.
Nice ball from Mitch right there.
Homeless wings over nugget. Homeless wings.
Homeless.
I mean, what's a homeless wing? It's probably like Jetson Smith with the paint frying, but he probably means boneless wings. Homeless
Homeless
wing.
wings. We should add that one.
Homeless wings. So we got 3rd and 5 here at the Cleveland Browns 41-yard line. Trubisky takes the snap, rolls out, and there was just discombobulation on that play. And there might be defensive or offensive pass interference.
It looked like defensive holding.
It very well could be, but at the same time, maybe it's offensive
Maybe
pass
Claypool
interference.
was
Those
pushing.
are one of those plays that it could be offensive pass interference. I got to definitely take a look at this replay,
especially on those comeback routes where you jam the guy and then try to get off of him. He could have extended his arms. We'll see.
Yeah. He's talking to Stefanski about it, so either Stefanski's clarifying or maybe offensive pass interference. So we're waiting on the call from Clay Martin. Yeah, that's offensive pass interference. That's what they're calling. 4th down.
So what is Mike gonna do here? You gotta punt the ball, right?
Yeah, I could see it. There's no holding there. He kind of lays on the guy, if anything. I mean, he's trying to go through his route, yes, but it's also interrupting what Martin Emerson is trying to do. Also, it could be charged to George Pickens because he kind of pushed off there. So there's multiple situations where you could call that.
You can do that within 5 yards, though, right?
Within 5, if you're a defender, that's what I know. So Presley Harvin on the punt. They're not going for a long field goal. They already have the lead at 14-13 with 9:40 left to go. Looking to pin the Browns inside their own 10. Any day, people. And I think they're going to take a delay game to move them back a couple of yards.
It's a nice. I like it.
That's what they will do.
Yeah, give your punter a little bit of room there.
We call wings with no bone homeless wings.
Okay.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take if there's boneless wings available, I'll take it. But give me the grit and the grime. I want it in my teeth.
You're making me hungry now.
Yeah. What about this? If we got boneless wings, are we choosing the flats or the big piece?
Kind of happy now because one of my in-person classes just got canceled for tomorrow.
Okay, nice.
Live class. Okay. All right. So I only got my 8:30 class, and that's about it, which is very good.
I will say, people talk shit about Cleveland. I was recently there. It is a nice city. That place is awesome.
Oh, it is. It is. Applebee's all you can eat, $12.99. I've had some okay experiences at Applebee's. I mean, just like
the drinks are good.
I prefer flats, says Tony.
I like the flats more. They slide off the bone a little bit easier.
Yeah, drumsticks are mine as well.
Okay.
Now let me ask you a question. If you had to prefer, what was I going to say? The hell was I'm losing myself here.
If
Popeyes or KFC? I know you probably don't have it over there as much.
We don't have much Popeyes, but I've been to a Popeyes. I'll take KFC.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing like the Colonel's chicken, man.
I always rip my one friend. First of all, I ripped him because he ordered KFC in New York. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? There's so much food to eat, but you go KFC. I think that's the Pennsylvania mindset.
Right.
I was bugging on him one day. But what was I going to say? The second thing is he eats his chicken and then he proceeds to not get any sides. How could you not get any sides?
Ooh. See, I prefer to do the bowl with the chicken and the corn and the mashed potatoes and the gravy and the cheese all in one bowl.
I don't like corn. I used to, but not anymore.
Give me all the corn.
When I go to Applebee's, my drink of choice is a trash can. Popeyes all day. All right, so we're getting back to action here. So they're looking at, I think it was Nick Chubb before. Maybe it's Amari Cooper now with all the benching. I think it was mostly Nick Chubb. A rushes 59 yards on the ground today as the Cleveland offense will get back on the field. Did they even show the punt?
They did.
Okay, so pretty good position, at least for the Steelers defense at the 14-yard line. Maybe we were discussing Applebee's or something.
I think we were.
Chubb, and what a tackle if they get him down. Robert Spillane and Devin Bush. Nothing there. Gain of nothing. It'll be second down. You guys have to come here. We have good food. Yeah, I know somebody who lives up in Western New York who's a content creator, and I know he was for one of my content creator friends, he was making ribs, and he was like broiling them. I don't know if he was broiling them, but he had one of them. He was smoking them, and it looked really good.
Yeah, the smoked ribs are unbelievable.
And he's got his man, Amari Cooper, for a first down and more. Going down the sideline, out of bounds. Amari Cooper with a nice chunk play, moving the chains for the Cleveland Browns.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't even care about the fantasy anymore. I want the Browns to win this game.
Oh, wow. All right. All of my friends make fun of me because I eat fries before I touch the burger or the chicken. Hey, listen, everybody has their preferences.
My thing is the sweets before the dinner. Give me the sweets after the dinner. I don't like the sweets before.
All right. Amari Cooper with 63 yards, 5 receptions. Motioning David Bell out. Play action. It's going to be a screen to Njoku. Njoku gets the screen. He's got the first down. He's popped at the 45-yard line. There's no real reason for Miles Jack to do that. I thought that was a little dirty right there. As these two teams are gritty, pulling on his leg after the play. So
multiple times that's happened in this game already.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue that Tua Okafor hit is there's no reason for that, especially with the injury. So I don't know. I mean, Steel fans, you might disagree, but we'll see.
It's classic Steelers Browns.
Yep. Brissett takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Chubb, and he's got – he's still pushing.
Yeah.
He's got about 8 yards on that.
Isn't this the kind of game that you love to see, this ground and pound game? I miss this kind of
pound rivalry. It's enjoyable, I should say. So right now in our poll, we got 15 votes. We got 53% say Browns are going to win, and we got 47% say that the Steelers are going to win. So just some fun facts
there.
They're on who?
On Jack.
Yeah, he's playing pretty dirty this game. I don't understand why.
Yeah, he's pumped up with this rivalry.
Brissett, he's going to take the snap, and he's actually going to throw it. Little surprising there. He's probably, and there's going to be a flag, likely holding, and it's going to be a first down. I don't understand though. Just run the football. Don't get cute.
Yeah, give it to Chubb. Let him get you that yardage.
Probably wouldn't be the holding, but they're probably going to call it back because of holding. So it's going to be on Michael Dunn. I believe he is the left guard. So Michael Dunn is charged for the holding penalty. Maybe we could get a replay of that. He was actually the extra tackle on the play, so you don't really love to see that. Yeah, just his hands are outside. It's very easy to tell. He's got the shoulder pad, and he's affecting the play. Yeah, that's an easy call.
Once the defender turns and tries to get away, you got to let go or you have no chance.
So 2nd and 11. Brissett. He's going to hand it off to Chubb. Chubb trying to find some grub, and about 3 yards left to go. So it's going to be third down at about 3. Light rum, vodka, peach, schnapps, blue, curacao, triple. What the hell are you drinking?
That sounds like a headache, Tony. That is a headache.
That sounds like you'll be in the bathroom at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So they're looking at Nick Chubb right now. It is third down and 3. Chubb with over 70 rushing yards. He's got about 7 yards per carry. They're going to give it to Hunt. Can he push for the first down? He's shy. You got to go for it, in my opinion. Don't take the field goal. Go for it. These are two conservative teams with the rushing game. Go for it. I know Sox was very critical of that fourth down earlier, but you got to go for it. At least here.
Yeah, got to go for it here.
If he doesn't trip, he gets that first down, but there was a couple of missed tackles there. So Brissett giving some motivational speeches there. Fourth down conversions. Cleveland has converted 1 of 2. Looks like they're stacking that box, preparing for a run or something like that. Maybe Brissett ought to motion out of that. Hunt as the fullback. They're going to give it to Hunt. He's got a first down and more inside the 28 down to the 27-yard line. And they did what the Giants did. And what did they do in that position on Sunday? They gave it to Gary Brightwell, and he got a first down.
Yeah, Brightwell had a nice little burst of speed there on that play, as did Hunt here. But you saw Brissett kind of reach out, like maybe Hunt didn't motion as far as he should have, because look, Brissett had to really reach there to give it to him.
Yep, he did. And my Amazon just crashed. So
hopefully mine doesn't.
Okay, so now why is it, or is this just now? Is there another player injured?
Yeah, this is another player down, I think.
Okay. So another player is injured.
Got a commercial break.
And the Yankees have tied the game at 4. So just some update for our baseball fans. Right.
How'd they
sure
tie
you guys
it?
figured out I'm a big drinker. Yes. Welcome everybody to the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Enjoying being here on a Thursday night. I got to wake up early tomorrow, but hey, listen, I get out early.
Yes, sir.
I can go right to sleep after that. So.
Yeah. Sunday's going to be fun with NFL. Can't wait for Monday night.
At least I don't have to miss the game, kind of, because it's on a Monday night. I work on Sundays. So, you know, sometimes it bumps into my football schedule.
Yeah, I work on Sundays too. Luckily, the Giants play for me at 10 a.m., so I can go into my night shift after the game.
One of the positives about working on the West Coast, but
yeah,
I just wish the Giants had more West Coast timed games, but they don't. The 4 o'clocks they have is Seattle, and then they had the Titans game, but
right,
work is work.
Yeah, you know, it'd be nice to have Sundays off. Someday we'll get there.
Yep, work hard enough.
Yeah, that does seem to be the prime day to have off.
And I see some Browns fans already tweeting about some of the Steelers hits that they're dirty. So, Orioles are 3.5 out of the wild card. We're wrapping up closely to the end of the season, so the Orioles better get there.
I'd like to see the Orioles in the playoffs.
All right, so who was the player injured was something I want to find out. Looks like it was Jedrick Wills, the former first-round tackle out of Alabama, so they're probably going to either put in James Hudson or Michael Dunn. So he's going. He's kind of that's a tough one.
That is really tough.
Pancaking Hayward, and he falls on So it's James Hudson, 2021 draft pick out of Cincinnati. Very tough injury for Wills. He's not had a good way with injuries this far in his NFL career. First down and 10. They're going to give it to Chubb, and he's going to get about 3 to 4 yards on the play.
And I don't know if you saw Jack come in there and hit Chubb right on the helmet with his hand for no reason right there.
I don't know. Some tough rivalry stuff. But Anthony Walker is out for the rest of the game. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is questionable with the quad injury, and defensive tackle Taven Bryan with a hamstring injury, he is also questionable. So it is second down and 7. They got almost a free man up the middle, but nice tackle by Akel Witherspoon. Third down, Amari Cooper with the reception. And bring up third down.
They didn't give him a very favorable spot right there. I thought he was a little bit closer to the line when he caught it.
And it's a first down.
Nice, Jacoby.
Third down and 1. They just move forward. Looks like Clay Martin is arguing with Larry Ogunjobi. Yeah, just mulls in there for a first down. So, getting grittier and grittier as we go into more of this rivalry. I know I'm probably going to be hearing from my Steelers fan friend about how the Browns are dirty and how the Steelers did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Brissett under a little bit of duress. He's got his... Oh, he dropped it.
That was a nice play right there.
Cam Sutton breaking it up. David Njoku, the intended receiver.
It's really tough to hold on to that ball getting swept from under right there. Let's see.
Yeah, Njoku's in good position. It's just he's like you said, he swept from under. And he had Cam Hayward's big paw, so he kind of had to get the throw over. I mean, you're in field goal range, but, obviously being aggressive is key. Cooper is having a good game. I think he has over like 70 receiving yards. He's got 69, so almost. Hits the defender right in the back there. Third down and 10. So Cooper's like, hey, throw that ball a little bit more towards me and not the defender. Third down and 10. So in my opinion, here's my prediction, Sox. A lot of coaches do this. I think they're going to run it on 3rd and 10, see what they got, and kick the field goal. And leave it up to the defense, my opinion. But, hey.
I think they will, too. I don't know if I love that so much.
I don't like it either, but we'll see what happens.
Who knows? Maybe Stefanski will be aggressive here. Give Hunt the option to run any route he wants, try and get open. Yeah, here we go.
Reset.
There's Hunt. There it is.
He's got Hunt, and it's shy of the marker. Probably not going for it.
Go for it.
The Sox is rooting for them to go for it, but it looks like they're going to bring on the field goal unit. This would make it 16-14 if Cade York were to make it.
Why is the clock stopped? Oh, that's why.
No, he didn't even catch it. How do you not call that on the field? That's so obvious.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Cade York is still going to go out and kick the field goal. Akel Witherspoon is making his way to the locker room, so it's not good for the Steelers. And York is now going to come on for the field goal try. 5 of 5 this season. 4th round selection in the draft.
Missed an extra point. Wind has died down.
Wind has died down just a little bit. It's still blowing. It's about 34 yards for York. Trying to line up his kick. Waiting on it. Waiting on it. He's got it. All right, so it's 16-14 Cleveland Browns in a ground and pound Thursday night football matchup. About a little over 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Big Steelers drive as we get a KFC commercial. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. And Aaron Judge just threw somebody out from right field.
Is it still tied?
Yep. So I ought to update the graphic because that's what I do. Guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Turn on the notification bell so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. That's for Sox Arizona, Big Beat Reactions, Pinstripe Chronicles, Big Blue in the Bronx. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be recording the newest edition of the Big Blue in the Bronx podcast, which is the Cleveland Browns preview episode. One of the guys I'm texted hasn't gotten back to me yet, but I'm going with it either way. Just made me a drink. I'm calling it the Dead Red. It's got Code Red Mountain Dew and watermelons vodka. Yeah, that Dead Red might kill you.
I was going to say maybe we should make a drink for the podcast, but I don't know about Code Red Mountain Dew, Tony.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you do you, but that stuff, I mean, that stuff will burn a hole in my stomach.
Yeah. I've been a little more cautious over the years with my stomach.
Yeah.
I've always had stomach issues because I like to eat. But, I mean, people will be surprised. I'm thin as a fucking rail.
Yeah, same here, but I love eating, man. But some of that stuff, just speaking of boneless wings and stuff, heartburn is not fun to deal with.
Yeah, someone said it. What's better? What makes the Odell catch better is it was never PI. He never went out of bounds and he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, man. And it was 50 yards away. I mean, 55 yards.
LOL. Oh yeah. I eat spicy and drink heavy.
Gotta love it.
I don't eat spicy totally, I must say. Some things
I like making everything spicy.
All right, so we're awaiting kickoff here.
Al Michaels showing his age a little bit.
What, Al Michaels?
Yeah.
So Olszewski will leave this in the end zone. I must say, they take a lot of shit, and I know they're trying to be Amazon Prime, but they take a lot of shit from the actual NBC production. Like, besides a broadcaster, the production in terms of the scoreboard, it looks similar. Some of the other, stuff looks similar.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is with Yes, because they use the Yes scoreboard, but they call it Amazon Prime.
Right.
I don't get that. Make your own brand.
Yeah, true. They should make their own. I feel like scoreboards are boring. They could look so good, but I don't know why they do that.
Trubisky, handoff to Najee Harris. He stopped in the backfield. What a play there.
Yeah, this Browns D getting hype right now because they need a big 3 and out and get that ball back. Go get the score up to a 2-score game.
Tony Fields out of West Virginia. That is Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator, who Steeler fans have not been happy about the last 2 years. And I don't blame them because the offensive philosophy is pretty trash. In my opinion. Second down and 9 with about 1:54 left to go. Takes the snap. Trubisky keeps it. And he is tackled, shoestring tackle by a Sion Taki.
Big third down right here.
Third down. Yeah, big third down before the end of the quarter. Obviously, we'll have to get a snap off knowing it's about minute 30 left. But Myles Garrett, he just bit into it. Could have made a real nice play there, but he bit into the running back going there when it was Trubisky taking it. 3rd and 3. He's got a deep ball. He's got Johnson. He dropped it.
That was a great ball.
Deontay Johnson he's had a flip-floppy night. He dropped one earlier. He's had a couple of screens, nice plays, but overall, man, you gotta haul those in. So that was really Myles Garrett's first hit on the quarterback, and Dan Moore and Najee Harris just took bad angles to it. That's the one you gotta have. I mean,
man, what a throw that was, getting rushed by Myles Garrett. He dropped it right in the basket.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson over the course of his career has had a lot of drops. This one's up in the air. And he's going to let it flow. Will it roll inside the 20? It will, about to the 19-yard line on the tip of the 20. So that is where the Browns will take up offense. They're going to keep it here, obviously, because we are close to the end of the quarter. Popeye's spicy chicken all day. As long as I don't have to listen to Booger McFarland, I'm happy. Listen, we're doing this once a month, and we'll be live on Monday night. Me, Donald, and Luca for the call.
Monday night's going to be a blast.
Yep. And unfortunately, I don't have a good record when it comes to streaming Monday night games. I am 0-3.
That's not good. Don't tell me that.
2 Bucks games and 1 Steeler game. So I believe Jedrick Wills is back in. Hand off to Chubb. And about 5 yards on the carry.
I was optimistic going into that season. That first Steelers game, that loss was heartbreaking, man.
I didn't think we beat the Steelers, honestly. But
it was close. That was a good game.
Yep. So we're obviously looking at those next-gen stats. 2nd down and 5.
Give it to Chubb again.
Probably end up giving it to Chubb again, probably just to run out the quarter. Harrison Bryant motioning as a fullback. Keep it on the ground with Chubb, and he is shy.
Big 3rd down, first play of the next quarter.
Yep, so it's going to be about 3rd and 1 or 2, but we will go to the 4th quarter. Very interesting here. On the Dead Red Podcast, Thursday Night Football edition, we got one more period of 15 minutes left to play, and we'll determine the winner. Thoughts on this game so far and how it might end, Sox?
You know what? It's going to be a lot of – it's going to go down to this drive right here, I think, by the Browns. If they can get a first down, you know that they're going to be trying to work that clock. If they can cut down half of this quarter and get some points on the board, I don't think Mitch has it in him to go down and win the game with a touchdown. What do you think?
Now, question, do you think that if they score a touchdown this drive, the game is over?
Yes, 100%. Who knows, with the Browns being the Browns, they're not going to make the mistake they did last week. That Jets game was an anomaly.
Yep. And it was pretty much a what do you call it? It was a tale of reactions for Luca. I should have really recorded it.
Was he going nuts or what?
He was going nuts at first, because Ty Johnson dropped a pass and he was screaming his fucking head off. He was like, get this motherfucker off the team, all this other stuff. And then Tyler Conklin dropped the pass and he's like, you should fucking catch that. And then they started winning. They scored the touchdown. He was happy. And then the interception by Ashton Davis made him real happy. So,
yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
Okay, quite the commercial there from Ring.
Yeah. As for Yankee updates and all that stuff, it's 4-4. Game's been over 3 hours. So,
what inning are they in right now?
Bottom of the 9th, and Aaron Judge is coming up.
Oh boy. Well, hopefully that doesn't mean what everybody wants it to.
I think maybe they'll walk him here. But then again, who's on deck? Anthony Rizzo. So they could walk him, but I don't know.
If I'm the Sox, this season being gone, I would walk him I would give him the intentional pass.
We are waiting for the Browns big game to return. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, everybody. We appreciate you coming out on a Thursday night to enjoy it with us. Lots of fun. That was a pitch he could have drove. That's the sad part. That's a pitch he could have drove. Just looked it up. There's a drink called Dead Red. It has slow gin, Southern Comfort, vodka, amaretto, and triple SWC. Okay, so that's quite interesting. Then again, they'll probably name a lot of drinks like that. So there is a first down that we did miss. Brissett actually faked it for play action, and he threw it right to Amari Cooper, and now they are in Pittsburgh territory. So a big explosive play. Cam Sutton in coverage. So the Browns might try to seal it with a touchdown.
Run the clock. Gotta run the ball right here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of running that clock. And that's what they do. They'll run the football. Nick Chubb, He's pushing. He's fighting for a first down.
Yes.
Down to the 23.
Love to see it.
Judge, come on. And so Chubb is on the ground. Maybe some Steelers were trying to fight him or do something there. I don't know. Maybe an extra push or shove. But that one attempted tackle from Malik Reed really pushed him into the open field.
Are you getting ready to look at the 2-2?
I am. So Chubb back on the sideline, probably putting Kareem Hunt in as, oh my God, he may have done it. He may have done it. Oh, he fucking didn't do it. God damn it.
My God.
Anyway, gain of like 8 for Kareem Hunt. The camera angle was so fucked on that
play. Camera fucked him, dude.
Yes,
it was close.
Network
Kike was right up against
the cameras tonight. What'd you say?
Kike was right up against the wall. That was close.
Oh, man. Anyway, back to reality, back to football. 2nd and 2, the clock is winding. Anthony Schwartz in motion, handoff to Kareem Hunt.
First down.
And he's got a first down. Despite the tackle by Highsmith, that moves the chains to the Cleveland Browns. Bad call, Michael Sterling. Hey, listen, if you would have seen that camera angle, you would have thought it was out, right? Right, Sox?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I saw it. Yeah.
So
but the Yankees cameramen do that, don't they? Don't they always do that?
Yeah, they always do that. So Pittsburgh Steelers 22nd against the run, and they've given up a lot tonight. Key 3rd and inches here. Did they go to the sneak? They do, and it's a first down for Brissett.
Yeah. Look at the pass.
Down inside the 5. Actually, no, inside the 10. Close to the 5. So I would like to think this game's, I don't know, wrapping up almost. Well, not really wrapping up because we got a lot of time, but if Brissett doesn't fall there, he walks in. Yeah,
there was one more man in the secondary, but how about Jacoby becoming the leader of this team? And he's not even, they know that they're not going to use him at the end of this season, whenever that suspension is over.
He's been a good game manager.
Yeah.
Give it to Hunt. Maneuvering inside the 3. So 2nd down. Big important stop for the Steelers here, but to be fair, they haven't really stopped the run all day. 158 yards allowed on the ground. Ton of yardage. Nice pulling. Damn, so the Yankee game is actually going extras. Brissett. Snap. Hand off to Kareem Hunt. He's just shy. Devin Bush with a big hit. It's 3rd and goal.
Man, what is that? He acts like he made that play. He got stood up, and then Devin Bush came and hit him.
I mean, let's take a look. The pulling guard. Yeah, he tackled him to the ground. So it's I would look for a QB sneak here.
Don't get me wrong. Bush got there first.
All right, so let's see what happens here. Give it to Hunt.
Go for it.
He stopped.
Go for it.
Big stop here. For Kevin Stefanski, it's good for you either way in a way because you stop them. Or I should say, you get stopped. They're in their own end zone.
Yeah.
And then with that being said, if you get the touchdown, I mean, that's 7 points right there. It's 14-23. It's a 2-score game with the clock winding. So,
Brownies are going for it. Let's go.
gotta love this stuff from the Cleveland Browns. They don't have that middle secured. I'm a little worried about that for the Steelers. Now they do. Hey, give it to Chubb into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Nick Chubb. That could possibly seal the game for the Steelers.
Put a fork in it, Big Blue. This game's over.
Brissett leading the drive with the running game. Now Nick Chubb just puts a cherry on top. They did have the extra offense. They had 2 extra offensive linemen. They had Frohold, I think his name is Frohold, Halati Frohold, and then Michael Dunn is the extra tackle. Frohold was the fullback, but Chubb just reaching over that goal line. So if they don't make this, and they do make this, it was a knuckleball of a kick, but if they didn't, it was still a 1-score game. But with that being said, it's 23-14. Thursday Night Football, Steelers are down.
A lot of time left, but, they've been doing a good job running the clock all game. So look at Chubb looking over the goal line. I love it.
14-23. I'll update the background graphic right here. A pretty enjoyable game, not too boring. Not lights out at all times. Fantasy points for our friend Tony. I'm pretty sure I have Chubb in a game myself. So I might be getting some real good fantasy points here. I'm going to check my fantasy teams while I'm at it. So, update the graphic here. Of course, we got to do that. Right. Guys, once again, as we remind you always, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell for both channels. So when a live stream pops or video drops, you'll know. 5 stars on Apple Podcasts for Big Blue in the Bronx. Sub up to Big Beat Reactions, Pinstripe Chronicles, all that good stuff. So, I'm going to take a look, see how some of these teams are doing. Tony says they just made it over as well. Yeah, they did. So right now, one fantasy team I'm facing, where are they getting their points? They're getting their points from Nick Chubb. 16.5 points. Am I still projected to win? Yes, I am. Because I have Patrick Mahomes on my team. That's why. So, in terms of my team, I have 8 fantasy teams, by the way, everybody. Deontay Johnson's putting up 12 points for the other team. Steelers defense 1 point. 2 points for Chris Boswell. 6 points for me with Chase Claypool. 36 points for the opposing team in my other matchup because, well, they have Najee Harris and David Njoku, who's got 22 points in this league. I think that's kind of buffed a little bit. In this league, I'm facing my brother. Or am I? Yeah, I am. He's got Nick Chubb, so I'm getting my ass kicked. I got Chris Boswell. He missed a field goal, so not good. Let's see what else. Nothing going in this fantasy league. The other guy's got 16.5 points. Guess what? Because he has Nick Chubb. So I may be wrong about that whole Nick Chubb statement. And then I got Deontay Johnson, who's got put up 6. And then the other guy in one of my other matchups is 12. And then one more team before we get back to some football here. I got 16 points. Well, because of Nick Chubb. So I knew I had him on a fantasy team, and then the other guy has Kareem Hunt. So it's kind of an even keel. Obviously, 8 more points. Gunnar Olszewski will leave that in the end zone. So the Steelers' upcoming schedule, well, they're facing the Jets, then they're facing the Bills, and facing Tampa Bay, Miami, and Philly. So it doesn't get any easier. The Browns are in Atlanta. They face the Chargers. They face the Browns. They're in Baltimore and then Cincinnati. So a little bit of some interdivision stuff. And then the Steelers, they have a pretty hard schedule coming up. So they're back on offense here. Maybe try to pass it a little bit more. Trubisky, and they just hand it off to Najee Harris. He gets nothing. He trips Sion Taki on the play.
Just let that clock roll. You're the Browns. You'll take that.
Alex, check out Mark Winter's music, my buddy, coming to a 3-day show there. Definitely will. Yeah, you got to start passing the football. I mean, I know they're going to expect it, but if you want to win this game, you're not going to be running it. That just drains clock.
No, they can't win this game running the ball. It's going to be up to Mitch right now to put the game in his hands.
So Trubisky, he fires downfield in a tight window, and it's dropped.
That was a good ball. It was a good defensive play, though. Tight window.
Tight window throw. Nice throw from Trubisky, but it is broken up by John Johnson.
Big third down right here. I mean, you don't get this third down, we're looking at wrapping this thing up. I mean, you're not going to get many more chances.
You could have also had George Pickens down the field. He was on a seam. And if you put it in the right spot, that's in opponent's territory.
And he had only one guy on him.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, maybe the safety comes over, but if you shade that to the left side, it's a different story. So we got a big third down here. And there's a false start.
Yes, sir.
False start. Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. Third down. 8:46 left to go.
You know that Browns crowd is getting it to him right now, too.
Yes. It's getting an interception for the Cleveland D, says Tony. Mitch has to save his job. Yeah. Judge almost had it. Saw that. Every platform taking Yankee games away from yes, unfortunately. Or Pickett coming, possibly.
How many games are left for the Yankees? There's no chance he hits the actual record, right?
I think there's a few games left. I'll take a look. 3rd and 15. Trubisky. He's got a fire, and he overthrew his man.
Trubisky don't have it in him, man. He just doesn't. I'm sorry. He never did with the Bears. He never has here.
So they're gonna punt, and if you're the Steelers, Steelers fans, Steelers organization, you're pretty pissed about what's going on our offense right now. So to your question, Sox, after tonight's game, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games left.
And he needs 15 to hit the record.
Not necessarily. The record is 61. He's at 60.
I thought it was 73.
I mean, I don't know if that's the official record because who hit 73? Was it Bonds or McGuire?
Well, it was Bonds, and I know the whole steroid thing, but that's in the MLB books. It's 73, right?
If it's in the MLB books, then yes. Franchise-wise, it's 61 because Roger Maris. He ain't catching Barry. Yeah, no. In regular season, 12 games left in the regular season. That is correct.
Okay, so but I think the AL record is 61 too, right?
I want to say so.
Yeah, so he'll have the American League record as well.
All right, so going back to action shortly.
Bottom of the 10th coming up.
Yeah, Caleb Ort, former Yankees, on the mound. Shout out to everybody in chat. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. Once again, sub to all those channels in the bio or in the description. We'll be back on Monday night live for the Giants-Cowboys game. What was I going to say? I'm missing something. Big Blue in the Bronx podcast will be 12:30 on Saturday, even though it's a Monday night game. So a lot of fun stuff coming your way. If you're a new subscriber to this channel, please stay. Listen, we talk all sports on here, at least the 3 major ones, at least how I deem it. We'll talk to your team. Like, I know Cam's a Bills fan. If you bring up the Bills on Boys in the Big Apple, which is usually Mondays, it's not gonna be this Monday, but we'll still talk it either way. We'll definitely talk some Bills. We like fan interaction, and that may have just won the game from the Yankees. And it did. Yankees win. I was surprised to learn that Davis Mills is one on Alex's teams. Why Tannehill last week? And yeah, he didn't do that good. And I cut him because he was trash. All right, so and that's the second walk-off this year for Josh Donaldson against the Red Sox, let alone walk-off single. So
That is tough. A nice ground ball right through the left side.
good for Joshy. Good for Wash Donaldson. Anyway, handoff to Nick Chubb, and nice tackle there for Jameer Jones as the Steelers are getting a little gritty here. A little tough and gritty.
Tough and gritty like that elf.
Yep. So it's second down, about 8:15 left to go. 23-14 the score, and they're going to do their best to drain this clock. I mean, you kind of have to in this situation. If you're a Steelers fan, you're feeling, well, this game might be over, but we got to get some defensive stops. They need a turnover is what they need. This game really hasn't been filled with turnovers. Second down and 8. 7:54 left. We're set looking. He fires to Njoku.
Yes.
He's got it for the first down. Mulling his way over 3 different linebackers, and he's had a hell of a game. First down, Cleveland Browns.
Give that man the ball. As simple as that.
I mean, now you just run the football.
Yeah.
At this point, I mean, they're not stopping anything. It's done. Game over. Yankees win.
Come on, Big Blue. It's
Anyway,
been a long season, man.
First and 10, 7:15 left to go. They're going to give it to Chubb again. And probably about 3-4 yards on the play. It is second down. When do you start calling your timeouts if you're the Steelers?
I think they would wait until under 2 minutes, to be honest with you.
Okay. And maybe try for a victory like last week for the Browns.
Yeah, exactly.
A loss for the Browns, but yeah, we get it. Second down and 7, Brissett. It's going to be under center again. Likely another handoff to Nick Chubb. He's got his tackle and his tight end in motion. And once again, they're going to hand it off. Chubb is down in the backfield. Alex Highsmith. I mean, I wouldn't. Now, I'm not a Steelers anti-Steelers, but man, I wouldn't get too excited knowing your team's down 9.
Yeah, that was a big play, but that's still a W for the Browns with taking 40 more seconds off the clock.
Yep. So Batonio tripped out of his stance, but Alex Highsmith with a nice shoestring tackle from the other end. So it's third down.
Run a draw here.
Yeah. Or you could pass it to shove it in their face, but I think they're going to hand it off to... Oh, not. So they got a man.
Cooper's got to catch that ball.
That's right in the hands. It does the Steelers a favor. That's right in your hands. Amari Cooper with a key drop. And it's fourth down.
You got to catch that ball.
You got to have that one back if you're Amari Cooper. That's right in your hands. It's a little off target, but that's something you got to catch. You got to move the chains with that one.
No, that is a beautiful throw right on his back shoulder. I mean, come on.
So now Corey Bojorquez will punt it away. We're going to get a punt. Yeah, we're going to get a punt. Almost blocked. Let's see where they hold the Steelers. Olszewski hits a Brown. But as a result of that, it's very good field position for the defense, at least, not for the offense. So there's the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which I've been to. Very nice.
Is it just
place.
that first building right there, or does it go back?
It goes back a little bit. It's not.
Okay.
It looks like a cake or something.
It does look like a cake.
But Steelers, man, I mean.
Well, Brownies in first place. Good for them.
I know my Steelers fan friend is going to be pissed. Thank you guys for once again tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah, just a different thing we're doing for the channel, our channels, and you guys are a big part of that. Obviously, we enjoy calling these games, doing all that good stuff with y'all.
I'm just so juiced for Monday, man.
Monday's gonna be. I'm counting on my days till Monday. We have no
Yeah.
football tomorrow. I mean, there might be like little college games then. I'm going places and working on Saturday, but I'll still, be able to catch some of my game. Notre Dame versus who the fuck are they playing?
Oh, you're a Notre
Why
Dame fan?
I'm a Notre Dame fan.
I don't know if I knew that.
Now you know. Notre Dame plays. They play BYU this week. So, should be a victory, but who knows?
So you're a Lou Holtz guy, huh?
Well, I mean, I didn't really watch during the era of Lou Holtz, but yeah, I'm a Notre Dame fan. So the Yankees have officially clinched a playoff spot.
All right.
We'll see if they win the division. Probably goes more for it
will.
now.
Win the division and exit in the first round.
Hopefully not. But I'm going to post something in chat. Guys, please buy your tickets to NYY News TV Day. The sequel in the Bronx, I'll be there along with the NYY News team. Playoff baseball, game 1 of the ALDS. Food, beverages, alcohol, DJ, music, all that stuff. Rollout for Trubisky is going to find his man Chase Claypool for about 6-7 yards. But please buy your tickets. We're doing, and even if you're not able to go, tell your friends. And baseball and the Dodgers. Yep. And I've said this many times before. If I wasn't a Yankee fan, I'd probably be a Dodger fan because they originated from here.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3. Trubisky off his back foot. Is that a catch? It looks to be. Or they say, no, it's not a catch. Deontay Johnson not hauling that. I think that's the one you got to haul in. I mean, it's a tough throw. Garrett was in on him, but man, I mean, oh my God, he just blew him out of his shoes right there.
Yeah, he got pushed bad there.
They didn't show the replay of the catch. So 3rd down and 3, big 3rd down right here. Might as well go for it on 4th if you don't get it. Claypool in motion. Trubisky takes the snap. Under pressure. He's got to throw it away. He gets sacked.
You got to throw
Jacob
the ball.
Phillips coming from the right side, and it's 4th down. You cannot punt it here. And that's what they're going to
punt it. All right, Steelers throwing in the white towel.
That's the conservatism. You play conservative all game. This is what you get. Yeah. Najee Harris with not a great blitz pickup. You got to get that ball out. I mean, nobody's open. I'm sorry. Listen, it's on Browns property. Actually, no, it's on Steelers property, but I don't get the philosophy behind punting it.
No, it doesn't make sense.
So, minimal return there for the Browns, and they will come back on offense. See what they got in store. Let's see. Some comments. You had me at alcohol, sir. Dave Roberts and Austin Barnes played here in Jamestown. That's nice. Donald Downson playoff X Factor. He could be. I'm praying on. Sean wouldn't like this game. No, Sean already hates Matt Canada and he already hates Mitchell Trubisky. So, well, I'll find out his feelings at the end of the game. All right, another drive, probably full of runs with Jacoby Brissett. I think now you got to start calling timeouts.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt.
If this play goes nowhere, yeah, you got to call your timeout.
And will they call that timeout? Yes, they will. Clock stopped. They did call a timeout. I don't know, man. I just don't know why some of these franchises. I just don't know why some of these franchises are so conservative.
It's just like I feel like it's just the pressure they get from fan bases. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like you do, you know, if they go for it there and don't make it, they're gonna get so much heat. But if they go for it and get it, they're a genius, you know.
Well, I'd rather be aggressive than conservative, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. But maybe they're hoping that their timeouts will work in their favor here. They'll get
Right.
the ball back quickly.
But it's still 2 scores, so you have to hope on a miracle.
Yeah.
Peoples Jones in motion, who hasn't gotten much, offense tonight, much attention. Cam Hayward on the stop. It's third down. Another timeout likely used by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Got to throw the ball here through the Browns. Be aggressive. Get that first down. Ball game over.
I mean, personally, I don't think it matters for them because, you could throw it, okay, get the first down and the game's over. Or you could just run it. They call their timeout, and that's their loss because they don't have any other timeouts. They would need an onside kick.
I think
Amari had a big drop earlier.
They're going to need an onside kick either way.
They had to seal they could have sealed the game with Amari, but the big drop earlier. Big drop. All right, they're going after him with a blitz, and Brissett is sacked. Alex Highsmith records his 4th sack of the season, leads the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a timeout used. Oh, no, they're letting it run down. I don't know, man.
I think that's good. I like that, keeping that timeout just in case. We're gonna lose some seconds anyways. Let's keep that timeout. We got the loss of yardage on the sack. Hopefully, you're looking at a big return on the punt. Maybe score before the 2-minute warning, so you can have 2 timeouts in your pocket.
I don't know. A lot of different things could play out here. Bojorquez with the punt. Olszewski, and it's probably out of bounds around the 18-yard line, 19-yard line. They say first down at the 20. And if you're Mitchell Trubisky, I don't know, man. You got to drive downfield, show something. Steelers offense, other than a running game, really has not had much of a pulse tonight. Through week 2, Browns defense has allowed most points in the fourth quarter. And, well, tonight they haven't allowed any points in the fourth quarter. So, hell, I don't think they've even allowed points this half.
I don't think so either.
Trubisky takes the snap. He's going to fire. He's got his man Deontay Johnson, and it is a first down.
Yeah, they want to score before 2 minutes. If they don't, we're looking at a miracle situation.
All right. Good throw by Mitch. Looks to be in bounds. I personally, if they wanted to challenge it, I personally wouldn't care. Trubisky over the middle. That's a nice catch by Pat Freiermuth, moving the Steelers into opposing territory. And that's moving the chains. Those are some of the big-time throws they've needed all night. They get one there. Down at the 41. I'd start spiking the ball on first down, to be honest. This one's hitting Freiermuth. First down. I would spike it here.
I'll take a shot at the end zone right here.
Yeah. See if you could get a penalty or something like that. Ball snap from the 27. Trubisky looking downfield. He's doing what you're saying, Sox. Oh, my God. Was it intercepted? No, it was incomplete.
He stepped out of bounds.
Emerson says it was incomplete. He thinks he had it.
He stepped out of bounds.
It looked like he did step out of bounds, so it would count as an incomplete catch. And Pickens is not happy. You saw him on the sideline. He is not happy one bit. Maybe he was out of bounds, I think, by that view. Let's take a look. He's not Odell. Yeah, he's out of bounds.
So close. Wow.
If he doesn't have that foot, that's game ending. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, he's gone. I just don't. I honestly feel bad a little bit for George Pickens because you got Trubisky. At times he's decent, at times he's not, and then you have this offense with Matt Canada. I mean, it's just not working.
Yeah.
Way it's been for years. Trubisky takes the snap, setting some late pressure. This is George Pickens, and he virtually can't do anything right there. He gets tackled. You would have to think he's a little frustrated. And I don't know, man. That was not smart by Pickens right there.
No.
Not getting in bounds, but he dropped the ball and left it to the refs. He didn't spike it, didn't do anything like that. So they do have the play, and
oh, they're gonna give him
and it's a
PI.
late
That's
flag.
bullshit.
I don't understand that. I don't get that. That's a joke. That's not a flag.
That can't be PI.
Makeup call.
Well, you're at the 2-minute warning right now, anyways.
Yeah.
So,
or I mean, I don't know. Let's take a look.
I guess he grabbed him. He did grab him.
Illegal shift on the offense. So there is no penalty. Oh, wait, there is a pass penalties offset. That shouldn't have been pass interference, my opinion.
Wow.
But, hey.
Offsetting penalties, so 2-minute warning.
Celtics head coach who just got suspended was never married. He does have a kid.
Oh.
Alex, I'll try to be in your chat on Monday Night Football. No problem. Jeff, thanks for coming in and supporting as you usually do. So obviously looking at week 3, Sunday Night Football, Garoppolo, and then there's Monday night, Saquon Barkley and Micah Parsons, Dallas and the Giants. Giants are favored, but they never really do good on primetime. Haven't for years now.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 5, in my opinion, this has to be a touchdown. No coach's challenge is obviously allowed in the last 2 minutes. Now they got Pickett speaking with Tomlin. So is Pickett coming in, or is it just hogwash? No, Trubisky's still in the game.
They just want to get that on the camera. You got to get the backup in there, you know.
All right, so 3rd and 5. In my opinion, this has to be – it can be a first down and obviously should be. But if you get a touchdown, it's even easier.
Yeah.
Because if you win the onside kick, it does wonders. All right, so Mitch Trubisky taking the snap. Dropping back, Trubisky under pressure, sending some late pressure, and this is nearly picked.
That's good for the Steelers. They
Jacob
get the
Phillips.
clock stoppage.
Right. Jacob Phillips, who's had a nice game, gets in there on the stop, 4th down and 5. Imagine if the Browns blow it again. I would never do another Browns game again if that's the case. Not that I want them to win, not that I want them to lose.
Somehow I wouldn't be surprised if they blew this game.
So they are sending on the field goal unit. I guess so. Sure.
I like that.
And he makes it, so there's a flag
flag
on the play, so this may levitate them towards a first down. Is it an offside? Is it a false start? Is it an illegal shift? Which one is it? $12 men on the defense, I think, right? That is still 4th down. Which it was 4th and 5 before, so that really should be a first.
So why is that not a first down?
I don't know. Now you go for it, in my opinion. If you don't go for it here, that's just makes no sense. Yeah, 12 men on the field. 4th and 1, you have to go for it. Why not? I mean, I know you could kick the field goal and be ultra conservative, but
Well, they're thinking they have, it's 2 scores, so you got a chance to get points on 4th down. Almost sure thing. Why not take it and then try to get your onside kick?
Mary says, "Let's go Browns." She's the one who won the hat, the Mets hat.
Yeah. Nice, Mary.
She is, I believe she is a Ohio native, so that would make much sense. 4th down and 1, so they are kicking the field goal. Maybe I personally, I mean, I possibly could do this, but
This is what I would do. I'm just being honest with you. This is what I would do. You got to get points right now on 4th down. Give your defense some time. Now if you don't get the onside kick, you can at least try to get that ball back. You got 1 timeout. You get the ball back with 10, 15, 20 seconds left.
I'm going to update the graphic real quickly here as we go towards the onside kick. Imagine they don't onside it. That would be the worst decision ever.
If they don't?
If they don't onside it. I've seen teams do that.
Yeah, I have too.
So, shouts to the people in here. Like, comment, subscribe. Almost the end of the game. We're going to switch the graphic out because of the score. Right about now. And they're talking to Mike Tomlin about something with the rules. Let's get up. Surprised that wasn't a 1st down. I think that's probably what they're asking him about. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Browns fans must be going nuts. Probably. So now we're looking at an onside kick. You got to have, in my opinion, if you're the Browns, you got to have your wide receivers out there. They didn't do that last week, and what happened?
They got the wide receivers on the 2nd level. They want. I agree with you. You want your hands team out there, but they got the big bodies up in front. Well, they got Cooper up on the line, I think. Oh no, Cooper's in the 2nd level.
No. I see David Bell, Grant Delpit, Sion Taki on the left, Harrison Bryant, John Johnson. All right, we'll see what happens. Onside kick. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! It went out of bounds, but the Steelers don't have it. Onside kick. They could have realistically had it, but it went out of bounds. So the Steelers were just not quick enough. That was a good kick. I will give them that. But this might be a kicking team penalty, so they may have to actually re-kick this. So they were very close to giving that up, but that's not the case. We're looking for Clay Martin once again. As Steelers want to get the ball back, try to get it down the field. Looks like it might be an illegal formation penalty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he moved early. So maybe the false start, illegal shift, something on the lines of that.
So is it a re-kick and now the ball has to go 15 yards?
I don't think so. I think the George Pickens offside. Okay. And the Browns keep the ball. So George Pickens is upset, and I feel like there's going to be more turmoil after this game. I'm going to be honest. I'm not hiding my feelings. I think there's going to be more turmoil after this game because, obviously he got the Odell-like catch, which was great, but other than that, not much involvement. So a 1st down really cuts it in here, really wins it. But at the same time, some stuff as well, you might get like 15 seconds realistically if you get it back.
Yeah. 1st down wins it though.
Mm-hmm. So they do have the extra tackle, extra offensive lineman in, and Michael Dunn. He's going to motion as a tight end. meaning that, obviously they're going to run the football. And they do just that. Nick Chubb gets tackled on the play. Likely timeout by Pittsburgh. And they'll take their final timeout.
All right, well.
So Cleveland Guardians, I believe, by what I'm reading, will make the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
So congratulations to Mary if you're still here. Your team made the playoffs. All right. Michael Dunn, Harrison Bryant in motion. Njoku lining back up. Takes the snap. Chubb. And he's very close to that first down marker. It was about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. So we'll see what happens.
Anything could happen right here.
Anything could happen. They could stop him. Do a lot of things.
They could throw it.
They could QB sneak it like they've been doing all night, but not realistic. Not in this sense. I would just send everybody up there, even Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's in the shaded left area. Leave Cam Sutton 1-on-1, so it looks like it's a timeout for Cleveland, which kind of helps the Steelers in a way. So,
yeah, let's the Steelers D reset here. The Browns did a good job of running every second they could off the clock.
Right.
So let's see. They run the ball here. You're going to get about 10 seconds.
Okay.
If you're the Steelers, if you can get a stop here. You get one good play to the sideline, give you 4 seconds to get a Hail Mary to the end zone to win it.
Shove everybody in that box. If you're the Steelers. They're doing that. Chubb may have it. Very close. You may need to stop the clock to measure this, but there's a very good chance that this game is over by that.
Well, they got to stop the clock anyways, I guess. Yeah.
So, no official mark yet. Officials telling everybody to move. So they're going to tell them probably just to go back to your side. We need to measure this. And here we go. Here comes the measuring sticks. Here comes the chains. The little target markers.
You think this is too old school? You think they should have like sensors in the ball now?
They might.
First down.
I think he's got it.
Yes.
First down, and that's the game pretty much. Browns much needed win after last week's loss to the New York Jets. Steelers falter in this one. The offense not being very good and the run defense being not very good as well. So now they're reviewing it.
Okay.
So see what happens here. Kirk Herbstreit apparently called Kenny Pickett Ryan Pickett.
Yeah, well, Kirk is a college analyst. He's still getting his feet wet in the NFL, but that'll happen.
I mean, you kind of should know his name. He was a college football player.
You're right. But I'm just saying, the pressure of being in the NFL booth, he's still getting used to it. I just like sticking up for my man Kirk because he's an Ohio State quarterback.
What are you, an Ohio State guy?
Yeah, you didn't know that, huh?
No, I didn't know that.
No, I'm a big Buckeyes fan. We just found each other's football teams today.
Yep, for college. And
Yeah.
y'all beat us in week 1.
Yeah, man. That spread though, 17.5 points. I knew Notre Dame would cover.
All right, still waiting on this review again. I think you got it, and I think you just end the game from there.
You can't take this long to look at it.
Nope. He works for ESPN College Game Day. We can't have Apple TV calling Judge big homers. Yeah, if that happens, I'm not going to be happy. I mean, I have Apple TV, but Alex, will you call number 61? I'll watch it, but likely not calling it. Maybe on game season for NYY News TV. Maybe there. So, Mike Tomlin's pissed. I mean, I don't know what you're pissed about, bud. I'm sorry. You know, if it was the Browns' way, Browns back on track. I mean, if the Browns were in this position, you know, I would say the same thing, but team's too conservative.
I mean, they cannot take this long to look at one play. It's ridiculous. It's like you want it just because it's the last play. You want to take this long to look at every single spot that you gave the guy on the field.
It's taking longer than the game itself. Okay, we're going to have it here.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Is it cold socks?
No. No, it's not cold.
Think he was short? That's what they're saying.
It's fucking bullshit.
Making us drag on a little bit longer.
They should go for it.
Resetting the game clock to 40 seconds. I mean, Stefanski's not happy. You should just punt it. I mean, I don't know where are they?
It's like near midfield. I think they're on their own side though. I think you should go for it and say fuck you. Just get the QB sneak and call it.
So obviously the clock was stopped. They're going to start it on the signal again. So, I mean, let's see what happens here. Let's see what they do. Stack that box if you're Pittsburgh. If you're not going to stack at the box, then that's an easy first.
Oh, the clock runs.
Here.
Why are
Clock,
they not
yep,
running?
clock is running.
Let it run all the way down.
They might just do that. I think they're going to do that.
Go for it.
They're going to do that. You could also kick a field goal here. You could kick a field goal. Because if you kick that field goal, that game is, not within a score. That's 3 points. That's 9 points.
That's a good point, too.
When are we getting another music reaction socks, says Tony.
That's a good question, Tony. Once OBS, I might have to get a new computer. So we'll figure it out, but I'll be dropping one soon.
So they are bringing out Corey Bojorquez for the punt.
I'm not sure I love that either.
You want my prediction on something? I think Trubisky trying to go down the field throws an interception.
Okay. I think you should kick this out of bounds, no question.
You just sky kick it.
Yeah, sky kick out of bounds. That'd be awesome.
Have some nice hang time to it. I mean, I think he's going to be returning it. It depends where, how comfortable Gunnar Olszewski feels about it. Punt is on the way. Where's it going to go?
Oh, beautiful kick.
Right inside the 1. I mean, now they call it at the 4, but that was a beauty by Corey Bojorquez. 9 seconds left. Can the Steelers pull the ultimate miracle? Return punt for a touchdown? Well, kind of got that one wrong, Tony. All right, so they need some big miracle.
If the Browns lose 2 games like this back to back, it's going to be nightmares.
All right. Joe Woods' defense is going to have to do wonders.
If they lose this game, Stefanski gets fired.
Prevent defense right here. 5 guys in the back. All right. Trubisky takes the snap, fires to Deontay Johnson. Why wouldn't you go out of bounds? I guess that's not what they're doing. Najee Harris. And that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Yes.
Into the end zone for a touchdown.
On the game's last play.
So they'll probably just kneel the extra point. I don't think they even have to go for it. But 29-17 looks to be your final score. The Browns going to take this one. I knew it was going to happen like that. I mean, I said, to be fair, that it was going to be an interception, but that's still a semi-turnover. But a very interesting game nonetheless, a gritty football game. That is the final you have here. Final score, Browns 29, the Pittsburgh Steelers 17. Sox, final thoughts.
Yeah, hell of a game right there. That's what we thought it was going to be. A little bit higher score than I thought, but glad we could do it, man. We'll see you guys for the next Dead Red podcast. Follow or subscribe to all the channels, and we'll see you for the next football game as well. Have a good night.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Shouts to the new people in here. Even if you haven't commented, we'll be back for Monday Night Football, Giants, Cowboys. Big Lou in the Bronx podcast will be out 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, talking about Giants, Cowboys. And enjoy your weekend, folks. We will see you next time. Peace.